welcome to Trash Talk. I'm Lane.
I'm Dave.
John.
Dan.
And it's episode 99.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You got 99 podcasts, and I don't know how to finish that one?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. That's what I bring to the table.
Welcome to episode 99.
I like 69 better.
69 was a good one, but 99 is pretty impressive.
I'm glad to be here for this historic date.
Wait, let me just check my files real fast.
So the great one?
Yep.
99.
99
Gretzky.
on 8-5.
Now tell you what,
Trash Talk.
Hold on. Now, what if you just put out a bunch of 319 garbage podcasts? That we can just jump to 420 and make that joke.
We'll get there, man. We will get there. Do not worry about
I
that.
just want to make that joke now.
We'll
I'm more curious.
arrested for smoking marijuana by that time.
Well, I mean, we have to go all out for that shit, wouldn't we? But what are we doing? What are we
I
doing?
will watch, but I think I'm going to not smoke on that one. I'll just see what's going on
Hopefully
and try to be a voice of reason.
It perfectly times itself on a
Put it down.
420.
Just a lot of put it down.
Again, guys? Again?
Another? Yes, Dan, another.
Yes, the joke is still funny 5 times later.
Nice.
I'm just curious what we're going to do next week or whenever for 100, right?
Yeah.
We gotta
that's
go
a good
all out.
point.
I feel like a stripper should be involved.
Well, the dog can strip, right?
Physically,
train your
doesn't
dog
have
already
thumbs,
naked?
idiot.
She can dance, though. We'll just, make her
Okay,
swing around a pole or something. I don't
that's
know.
called. I don't know how that
What,
would.
dog?
All right.
That's animal abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Playhouse will let
Those-
us Zoomcast from inside the Playhouse?
Probably not.
Be our first real sponsor.
Sorry, that's.
John, there's an extra pair of
The
shorts.
worst that happens if you ask is they say no.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is true. They can only say no. Well, we'll have to talk about that off air and figure it all out.
That's,
So
I had no idea. I'm
it's okay. It's fine.
happy to.
You're here. It's okay now.
I'm psyched.
We're all going.
I'm
Yeah.
psyched.
I mean, you don't really want it to be on the first 80 because they kind of sucked. There's some classics.
and these
in
don't?
There. There's some
there's
classics.
some fun ones that I remember.
We've learned some lessons for sure, but
Don't have women
Well, I
on.
still haven't figured out the
don't
headphone
have
situation.
two women on at the same time.
Oh,
That's
God.
the big one.
Can you imagine? How about?
No,
Can
we
you?
So what
We
happened
know
with
what
that?
happens.
I don't recall.
Yeah, just it's been proven that cats.
They're just like dogs. You can't have a house with 2 female dogs. They will constantly fight.
Is that the rule?
Yeah, actually, yes. Yeah. When you have a
You're
house,
a really submissive dog, female dog.
Well,
though.
I mean, it kind of depends on the situation.
just
but
say
most of the time,
just say the word.
Most of the time,
Female dog.
yeah, 2 female dogs.
Bitch.
That's the word you're looking for.
Yes.
It's a bitch.
100 points to Derek.
2 female dogs.
Save it for next week.
in a home don't work out. They're constantly because everybody thinks the alpha pack or whatever. The alpha dog in the pack is the male, is but it's
No,
actually
it's the
actually
female.
very matriarchal, which is something people don't think about. And they get 2 dogs. Like a buddy has 2 very large breed. One is a Tibetan Mastiff, and one's like a Great Dane Lab mix. 2 females.
Not good, yeah.
They are constantly at each other's fucking throats, literally. Like he and his wife are just fucking ripped up, breaking these dogs up. And they have a male.
Someone's gonna get hurt.
And they have a male English Mastiff who's just like, what?
Someone's gonna get hurt.
Oh no, the Tibetan's caught his forearm before he's gone to the hospital.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude, it's like,
I worked with a guy who they had a German Shepherd, and then his father-in-law had a Husky or something. But either way, he got the dogs were fighting, and he tried to break him up, and the German Shepherd got a hold of his arm and pulled out so much that he passed out from blood loss, and they had to call the ambulance, and they had to literally cinch it off so that the ambulance could get there before he actually bled out, and then he came back to work a week later and had this big ass bandage on, and then it got infected, so it just became worse. So he had to go get surgery on top of this already massive one bite almost bled out on his kitchen floor.
fucking A. Well, it's
Which
German
is-
Shepherds.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
it just goes to
it's
show
kind of their job.
big dogs respect an animal. Just respect the animal, because that's.
I just weighed my husky the other day when she got up-to-date shots. She
Oh, wait. I'm gonna say 140.
Do you think Neva? Right here.
That big husky.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm 90. Sorry, sorry.
You're
Oh,
going,
I
what,
bet
90?
she's
I'll
a
give her-
solid 100.
I'll give her
She's
107.
John's pretty much right. 92.4 pounds.
Nice.
All right, I tried
How old
to
is she?
Jump ahead.
4.5.
4.5.
Nice.
All right, yeah.
I'm used to small dogs.
That's a huge bitch.
I like how she came in to tell us about all her things.
You seen this? Have you seen this?
This
I'm
is
a
my
dog.
new toy.
This is the toy.
Hey, Dan.
That's where your food is at.
Dan, can I have one of your beers?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, can you grab me 3 beers?
3?
Didn't you have 2?
All right, 2 beers. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, Derek's
Somebody
on it,
grab
but
me 2
yeah, I
beers.
can.
Thank you. I thought yours was in the fridge. Anyway, but yeah, so dogs, like,
They weigh, like, how much does that weigh in dog
in dog pounds?
pounds? How much,
1,000?
Every pound is 7 years,
how much
man.
do you weigh in dog pounds?
Fucking all of them.
You ever heard of the pound?
I don't know, what's a Mack truck
That
weigh?
many pounds.
A lot of pounds.
But I think like dogs, like I love dogs. I mean, when someone doesn't like a dog, I find in general I'm a little leery.
You're like, what happened to you?
yeah, because
what
I mean
dog
the human.
hurt you?
I mean the whole course of human evolution.
Did your dog not love you as a child?
No, it's true though. Like some dog, like freaked you out.
Sure.
you
Big-
know?
I mean, there's shitty dogs
being
out there.
scared of a
no,
dog.
there's
is one
shitty
thing.
owners.
Yes.
Well, yeah, okay,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, sometimes there's shitty dogs.
there's also shitty dogs.
Yeah.
A shitty owner makes a shitty dog.
But you can get a good owner who
the
just.
basic point is, if someone doesn't generally, in general, isn't a dog person or doesn't like dogs, I get leery because the past 7,000 years of human evolution has been dependent on our relationship.
I
with
would
dogs.
like to actually argue that it's longer than that.
Whatever, you know what I mean. It's been a very, very, very long time.
Yes.
and
Yeah,
so
at least
we are
6,500.
we are
years,
ingrained.
archaeologically speaking.
We are ingrained to like dogs. So
Yeah,
I'm like, are you a lizard person? What the
We
fuck? You know,
created a dog. You know,
Kid,
they
lot
were
of
they
dogs.
were wolves before that.
No,
okay,
the
you know.
aliens gave us the dogs.
Oh right.
No, they gave us the knowledge to train the wolves
yes.
into dogs, and then we made chihuahuas.
Well,
and
anyway,
I actually heard a thing about like wolves kind of not actually being like trained by humans. They just eventually like would share kills.
yeah,
to a point where,
they
like-
follow humans because they know there's always
Yeah.
food.
And it turned into a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
And it was
Same with
protection
cats.
and food, and it kind of turned into this.
Yes.
Thing, and
It's
now
not like
we-
we like caught them and then
Yeah.
they're like work for us. It would actually.
They were just always there. There was
Yeah.
always wolves.
You just catch a
following our
wolf and
path.
like be nice.
Yeah.
Well, you found its puppy. You found the
Dude,
puppy.
well, no.
you know.
There's only like what is the Volkoskovia or some weird ass like Russian like the wolf dog. I forget how you actually pronounce the name, but it took them like so many tries to find a wolf that would be comfortable around humans.
Huh.
Like they captured plenty of pups, all that like they were always still skittish, and then they finally found one that was comfortable enough with humans that they bred it with a German Shepherd and came up with like whatever the Russian word for wolf dog is.
Yeah.
But that's their equivalent of.
When was that?
That was
Probably
A
like
while ago.
Probably a while ago.
Nah, not.
But documented, obviously.
Yeah, but like as while ago, that was like World War II era, so it's not like while ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
But it's still like
The
finding.
Siberian was still Siberia.
Yeah, but still finding a wolf that like even when you capture a little one like that is actually comfortable around people, it's a different thing. 'Cause you
It's
see
like, as a pup, you get the pup, just
But,
like
yeah, but that's a prime
you know.
example of nature versus nurture.
yeah,
I
it's
mean-
never gonna actually be fully like.
Yeah, you
oh.
cannot domesticate that animal from. It takes
Yes,
multiple
I
generations.
think
You can't double stamp a triple stamp.
You have
Can't
two little pups. You make them breed, unfortunately, and then you just like takes a couple of generations and it will be domesticated. It doesn't take long.
Yeah,
you can do it with raccoons. You
Yeah,
can do it
but
with
no,
foxes.
Yeah, but no, because they haven't done it.
Yes, people have done
No,
it.
okay.
Wolves have been domesticated multiple times. I think
They-
different
that
wild
is
wolves.
They
have
they
domesticated.
reintroduced wolf bloodlines into huskies
There's
back
like
in the day.
there's like a whole old world and new world dog breeds that like came from the American wolves and the European wolves or whatever, completely separate. And those two animal breeds finally breeded when they came over to the new world. Actually,
And then the result is this.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Call
There's
those on the
all
table.
sorts of new dog breeds from it, but.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, obviously, dogs came from something. I mean, there's no. How do you explain a pug? You know, exactly. You know, those are something. There's a lot of stuff to breeding involved, but basically, it's
Select breed, thousands
Basically,
of years.
you are physiologically and psychologically trained and
So
conditioned to
dogs are
like
cool.
dogs.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't understand when people get dogs. Don't understand that the dogs need leadership.
Oh
And
yeah.
it pisses me off because when I see a big fucking dog that has zero
Discipline.
behavioral,
Yeah.
corrections, and it's just like, I'll kick this fucking dog in the face. I love dogs. I'll kick the fucking thing in the face.
This
Fuck
dog
you.
Oh yeah,
needs
you gotta.
some
It has
Is that
to
why
be-
you keep kicking my dog in the face?
No, I do that for fun.
No, there's definitely like, I mean, there's things you got to do with a dog.
You gotta be an owner.
Yeah, even when you walk some dogs,
Gotta
like,
be a
that
dad.
whole like you keep them close to you and like snap whenever they get distracted when you're like training them to walk with you.
Yeah.
and like you just keep it close because some people like their dog will be on the walk like
Yeah,
thing,
I don't-
and if it's an undisciplined dog, you literally got to keep it at the heel, and when it starts like. You snap at it, and then like, oh yeah, you're right, we're walking. And
You're with
that's
me
how
here.
you
You're
train
with
it.
me.
And unfortunately, some dogs, like my dog, is some sort of cattle dog, whatever. I mean, if he's, I mean, you cannot break his attention. It's crazy how I have to stop, physically turn him around.
It's like, but don't you see that shit over there, man?
Exactly, and he'll just like, what the fuck? That kind of like, I gotta get it. And I physically turn his butt till he physically can't look at it anymore. Then he flips his head around and goes, "We walking this way?" And that's the only way I can do
that's
it.
fucking
Because he's
hilarious.
like laser focused on shit.
You
You can't like pull on him.
I do, but then it turns into him going, that stuff. I'm not doing that to my dog.
We got a buddy who has an Australian Shepherd or whatever. Nick has got the little Oswald or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing, it hates wheels. No,
But
like,
it likes frisbees.
Oh, well, no, it's not that it hates
Until
the
it
wheel.
goes on its side and rolls down a hill.
No, it's that it wants to make the wheel not be able to spin. Like it has like this weird like I have to chase it and stop it thing. So they're like, he's like, dude, it's a problem when strollers go by or bikes or anything. Not because
Skateboard.
it's not like he wants to like kill it, but he just wants to like I got to make sure this thing's not moving.
Yeah,
And-
they just freaks a dog out.
Because
You know?
and unfortunately, that's how a lot of dogs get run over.
yeah, but
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Sucks.
My dog will get run over because she's oblivious to anything around her. Absolutely oblivious. She almost walked off into the street today. I'm out walking her.
fuck?
Yeah. Well, we're just kind of walking, and all of a sudden, like, this car's coming by, and she just literally, like, jumps in front of, on the street. And, like, she couldn't get that far.
Yeah.
And it's just in the neighborhood. Somebody's driving fast or anything. I jerked her back over. The car, like, stopped and stuff. I was like, what the fuck was that?
God.
Bork.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fucking dog.
That's what I was going to say. Okay, now I'm going to turn this gross now that I think about it. So I have the puppy, Dolly the puppy.
I've seen pictures of it.
Okay, I can't remember if you've seen her. She's 7 months or whatever. As I take her in to get fixed, like 2 days before, I can see her dog pussy getting real big. And I was like, what the fuck?
What?
She's not really bleeding though, like regular heat.
Yeah, it takes them a while to bleed.
No, but it's been like this for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I mean, it's been a while. I don't know, but
If it
she's
bleeds,
still a
we
puppy.
could kill it.
She's still a puppy. So I guess her dog business is too big for her body. So it just like comes out and just walks around and just jiggles when she walks. I'm like, oh! It looks like, those plastic
It's
things?
a red rocket.
It's opposite of a rocket.
Yeah, exactly.
What
do you call it?
those like those gel
pocket?
filled things back in the day that was like that the slushy thing where you like slide around. It's a damn
Oh,
it.
I know what you're talking
Ah,
about.
I know
Like,
you're-
like this, like
Yeah, the thing when you shake it, it looks like a pocket. It looks
And
like a pocket puss that you
you
buy
think
at
you
the
can do it,
aquarium.
but
Yeah.
it doesn't fit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's
exactly.
like this just keeps going and
Yeah,
going.
exactly.
You can put your finger through it.
It
and
looks,
stuck.
and her fucking dog sniz looks like that. I'm like, oh, and she can't even sit down.
pink pocket.
She can't sit down because it's so fucking fat. So she has to like lean against walls and stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. But she's like, oh, let's play. I'm like, ah.
Let me show you my pink pocket.
But I'm worried because the
Pink pocket.
neighbor has a big fucking gator pit gator.
He's got an
whatever.
alligator?
yeah.
Is he breeding it with the neighbor's dog?
Alligator pit bull, like the big, stocky, muscular son of a guns, shorter
it looks
legs.
like a pit bull, but it's a bred fighting dog, and he rescued it.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
It's
I know what
nine-
you're talking about.
It's like he's like 9 or 10, has brain damage, has a milky eye because he kept cutting off his air supply, pulling on a chain. It's like this dog is fucked up. Nice as could be, but he's kind of fucked up. And he's got his balls though, and he goes after the other dog all day, every day when they're outside. I mean, just
See,
constantly trying to
that
mount this
seems
dog.
like a bad pet owner to not.
And I'm trying, and I'm thinking, I'm like, is he gonna smell that shit to the
See-
fence and just blow through this fucking chain link
Probably,
fence
probably.
and rape my
They're
dog?
the
That's
stocky
exactly what I was
fuckers.
imagining.
No, not that. No.
No?
No, this guy, he's like 110 though. He looks like a cane corso. He's a big,
What
big
did you
dog.
Google? Alligator pit bull.
Alligator
or
pit bulls.
whatever?
Well, I was going to
Okay,
show
so
you
maybe
guys a
that wasn't
picture
it.
of a dog my brother's about to get.
But he looks kind of like
What's that?
maybe not.
They're still like I thought
Doesn't
they were
your
the
brother
shorter,
already have a
stocky ones.
dog where he's like can't even control it?
It is his roommates, but yeah, it's a bad.
Well,
scene,
anyway,
yeah.
this dog though he rescued. He was 4 from his friend who went to jail, and he
that's a
hasn't
good sign.
talked to since. But this dog was abused up till I was 4 years old.
Well, then
he
either-
got the dog,
then
and the dog is
Get
pampered
its
to
balls
fuck.
cut off.
That's what I don't understand. Why doesn't? I think it's because the dog doesn't exist. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I think
sure.
that's the
I
issue.
guarantee it is.
Because
But
he
that doesn't
mentioned
mean
that in the past.
That doesn't mean you can't cut your own dog's balls off.
I think it does.
You have rubber bands.
True.
Exactly what I was
Jesus
thinking.
Christ!
Tell you what,
guys,
though, if
for
you-
the love of
It's
God,
slow.
I would not be
have
the.
some humanity.
I wouldn't want to be the guy to fucking clamp the nuts on that fucking dog.
Do you want to put rubber bands around your nuts right now and leave it there for even half an hour?
No.
The
We,
thing is, they're
partying or
like
what?
really small. They call it like Cheerios because it's so
Yeah, it's
small.
for hog. Yeah, it's for hog.
Sheep and hogs for sure.
Castration.
Yeah,
But when they're little,
You have to have these big fucking pliers to like put on their fucking nuts or whatever and release it. The rubber band
They look
goes
like
on there.
the God damn it,
is that why the pigs squeal, boy?
O-ring
No.
pliers.
They go fucking
Anyway.
running though.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
They fucking run off. That is a fucking pig squeal for sure.
Yeah. My brother is about to get a Belgian Malinese.
Jesus, let's see it.
No, Malinois.
Malinois.
Malinois? Oh, it looks like a
It's a police
German
dog.
Shepherd.
It's a police dog.
It's a police dog, but
Wait,
like
is this the more violent police
No,
dog?
no.
they're more
the Dutch-
tactical. Like
Yeah,
they're not more violent, but like you
He
can watch
has to
videos of
train that.
comparison. Oh, I know. It's
Oh
kind
my
of one of
God.
the things where I'm like, dude, I don't know if you should have that
because
you
it
don't
gets
have
bored.
the time.
It gets bored.
It's like
Yeah.
the husky.
Well, they showed like a video of like
You can't.
they had a guy in his suit, like
Yeah,
the dog
yeah.
biting suit, at the end of this room, and they just like
Full
had
of chairs.
full of chairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're like the
I was just
difference.
about to say that.
So the German Shepherd is like running through the path in the chairs to go get this guy.
Using the maze or whatever, like a
Yeah.
rat or whatever.
But the Malinese, he's just like, nah, fuck it, I'm jumping on it. Like,
Runs
he just
across
jumps out
it?
the chairs.
It's just
Jesus.
like 20 feet of office chair goes bloop, 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 bonk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, that's the difference of like
10 seconds
intensity.
to 2 seconds.
The difference of intensity.
and
that's not
like,
a dog you should be allowed to have.
Yeah, the Malinois is like you have to have either hire a dedicated trainer or train that thing constantly because they can open doors. Like if it's a French door handle, they know how to open
Oh
doors.
yeah, they're
Wow.
They know how-
hyper
I
intelligent.
think a lot of dogs
way
can figure
too
that
smart.
out, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Fuck you. They're very, very smart. They're way too smart to be pets. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they are. There's a reason they're a companion.
Can't
like,
stop me
as
from
far as
getting a
that.
dog.
Have you ever seen John Wick 3?
No.
Okay, they're the
Oh,
dogs
yeah.
from John Wick 3, and I'm pretty sure that's why my brother's like, that's cool.
Ugh.
And I'm like, you're like, so he's a paramedic and works in the hospitals and all that now because he's no longer in the ambulance. But it's one of the things where, like, dude, you're on like doctor hour times. You probably should get like a little mutt that's friendly and wants to just hang out.
Yeah,
and
it's called
chill.
a cat.
You can get something a little less intense than that.
Oh,
where,
yeah.
like,
Oh, absolutely.
but like
I mean,
it's gonna
those
be
are
cool.
cheap.
Especially if
No,
is
he's
he
going to
working a
Montana to
lot?
pick it up.
$5,000.
I'm so
I
happy
don't
I
know.
work
Picking
from
it up
home
when
with
you're
my
going up
dog.
there?
No, he's going up by himself here in like a week and a half or
Is he
whatever.
going with you?
No.
Oh, okay.
But he's going up because that's where the
That's-
nearest breeder that he could find was. And he's like, I could put it on the plane and send it to you. And he's like, I'll just come pick it up.
I mean,
I'll take a
that's gotta
drive.
be. I mean, that's.
It's
mean,
not
those are-
gonna
Bonding
be a cheap
experience with
thing.
your dog.
And don't get me wrong, like financially and everything, he's doing well. But it's one of the things like, dude, you're working overnight at a hospital right now. Like this dog.
Well, that's kind of good. It sleeps
I
at
guess.
night.
I guess teach it to do
Well-
your taxes and you'd be
Well,
fine.
Yeah.
But
No.
then he
It might
sleeps
be that
during the
smart.
day when
Exactly.
he wants
The
to
dogs
ride.
don't need attention.
I hope it turns into one of the things where he's like, I got to go train this dog, and then he's like, well, I guess I'm going to go on a walk. I'm going to do this, and like, stops. It could be beneficial to both of them if it's done right.
I mean,
But like,
that dog is gonna get out of the house like immediately.
yeah,
It's gonna
there's
figure it
things about dogs that's
I-
like, I would love to have a dog, but like, I am not at my house often enough for it to be a viable
you
thing.
don't have time
Yeah,
to take care of it.
depending upon where I'm at in town, I couldn't drive back to let my dog out during the lunch break or anything like that.
Sure.
So it's one of the things where you really gotta consider that like it's a lot harder than a cat.
Oh shit.
Well, whatever though. If he's committed right now, it's
Yeah, I mean,
like-
I can't wait to see this dog. It's gonna be sweet,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's
Should
gonna need a
introduce it
lot
to
of
Neighbor.
training.
we should.
Yeah, neighbors
just-
probably have fun.
Your
Neighbors
brother and
loves
the dog
puppies.
now, right? Though.
Yeah, well,
that's
no,
what
he's,
he needs
he's still got
something.
his roommate and their dog that is slightly untrained. Like it's not a bad dog.
Are they both going to be females?
No, No.
Is the one he's getting a female?
I actually don't know. I'm pretty
No,
sure he's probably
it's-
going to get a male.
It's
Better watch that.
It's females in the same household.
Well, yeah, his roommate has.
Yeah,
those
his
big
roommate's
dogs.
got a
Oh, I thought you were
a
talking about
dog
Neva.
that's I
Okay.
forget what, but it's part pity. So like he's a stocky boy, and he's a good dog, but he
it's a male dog.
he was
Oh, it's fine. No, okay.
But
I was curious.
when they got their dog, it was probably like 3 or 4 or something, and hadn't been disciplined before. So
It
it's
brought baggage.
well, it's not a bad dog. It just it doesn't
talking
listen
D&D.
very well. But the main thing that's like concerning is it does like the guarding, which like if it has a bone and you walk by, it's like and you're like,
Oh,
homie, I don't want to eat your bone. I'm a human. Bones are
that
I had to do
would be
that.
annoying.
Train
but
that out of
it's
Neva.
still something that like that needs to be trained out of that dog.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
for
Just,
Is
like,
that
take
old
stuff
and
from her,
still
give it
does
to her,
it?
take
yeah,
it back.
well, it never had discipline. Whoever got the dog before or had the dog before obviously was not a competent dog person.
Yeah,
And-
it happens. It happens for sure.
Shit, Gavin did that, and I go, fine, bitch. I'll just take it from the. What?
Oh,
I just
yeah.
put it on the counter. Get that fucking little short.
Yeah,
little
This
bitch.
growl at
dog's
me now.
I kid you
Oh,
not.
I'm
This
gonna
dog's
growl.
name is Ruger.
Awesome.
Right?
That's a sick
So
name.
it's like, you really want to go take a bone from Ruger? I don't know. He fits the name.
Now I want some property
Well-
and get dogs, name them all gun stuff like Kasul. And it's just this big fucking, I don't know, some big fucking dog.
What's
you know?
that? Our Russian prison dog. I always forget the name of it.
The Stephen King one.
No, that's a
Cujo.
Saint
Cujo.
Bernard.
Yeah.
No, the Russian prison dog. I forget the name. They are awesome, but they are just these crazy. Like they're used in Russian prisons, obviously.
The name kind of gives it away what they're for, yes.
Maybe I was thinking though your brother, since his roommate
This
has
is
a
the
dog-
no, my
Russian
little
prison.
brother-
It was bred for helping
Babysitting.
you in the kitchen.
It's a
Obviously for
Caucasian
eating
Shepherd.
prisoners.
Oh, Caucasians, yes.
Caucasian
What?
Shepherd.
These are
a
terrifying.
Caucasian Shepherd.
Yes, the Caucasus.
Here's a picture.
In the Caucasus, yeah, they're
Oh
big motherfuckers.
shit!
Tim
This
had
seems
one of
like Not
these.
the right name for a dog.
No, my littlest
Right?
brother had one of these, but he did not get a distemper shot, and it got distemper and died because they were hosting some other dogs.
That was the dog.
Navy?
Yeah,
Oh!
it fucking sucks, man. Like, because they're really cool
Not only is
dogs.
that sad, that sounds expensive.
Oh yeah,
Your
But
brother had that type of dog?
Tim did, yeah. But still, that's one of the things too, where it's like you got this big badass dog, but like he has 2 children as well, and the puppy itself is as big as the kids. So like the puppy playing is like, I'm gonna have puppy fun, and like
Knocking
the
the
kid's
kids over
like,
bowling
stop
pins.
it.
How long do you think that dog would have lived too?
Oh,
Had its shot.
Years, maybe?
7 to
I
9.
thought that's what I was wondering if it was that inbred
you can get
or
maybe 10 out of them, but they're not.
Those are not long lived.
But-
Like 7 to 9 years for dogs that size.
Yeah.
Why do dogs not live that long?
Hearts. The bigger you are, the more strain you put on a heart.
That's
Is
why-
it because they're so inbred too?
Well, no,
No,
it's just physiology. I mean, that's just how they're.
Bigger human beings
know?
tend to not live as
Yeah.
long because their hearts are working harder.
Yeah, so I'm trying to have as much fun as I can.
Yeah.
'Cause
So-
I'm probably not going to see 70. Let's be honest.
You never know.
I'm probably not
Dad?
either.
What?
Close
But
to it?
He's 74, but he's not nearly as big as I am. Not even close.
Big in the
I know there's like a
pants.
little forced perspective, but like
no.
they can
I
get
gotta
to
leave
be
this.
just monsters.
Fucking big dog.
Uh,
Big old dog.
And then all that hair, that's why they're
That's
out
it.
in the Russian area. Like,
Uh,
oh no, we have
The,
them
la-
out.
the last dog thing I want to mention though is you ever seen a Kangal?
Yeah,
Fucking Christ, they look like legitimate monsters.
yeah.
They're crazy.
Kangle.
The Kangal, they have these.
Can we get a Google?
They're just like
I'll
big
put
upper
it,
body,
pull it up.
kind of they kind of have
It's
that
nut,
V
yeah.
shape, but they're just like they look like bears. Like their paws are so fucking big. They
I-
look
Way to
like,
go, John.
I think I know.
Bears.
I know the dog.
They're
There's
from
bears everywhere.
what country are they from?
Like Afghanistan or one of those mountainous, very mountainous areas. You got me
Yeah, here's.
Dirk, you
Oh,
got me
yeah.
I mean, that guy's probably a short dude, but
Dirk,
they're
you got me beer?
Still,
Derek,
big,
come
big
here.
dog.
yeah.
Hey,
And
we
that's
heard- we
definitely
heard.
a bit of forced perspective
Well, you
there,
grab
but
one.
I mean,
I'd
that's
watch
not
your-
forced perspective.
Yeah,
that's the actual
well,
size
yeah,
of the dog.
Yeah, but that dude's
Dog.
probably 5'0" though, because
He's a small guy,
Yeah,
but like,
even if he is 6 feet though, that dog would reach it.
5'0", and that small dude.
Derek, that
Hey,
beer
yeah.
looks really cloudy.
Yeah,
That's why I pulled out something new.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
Thought of it the barrel.
Just making sure. I didn't know if you had seen that.
Let's.
I drank a decent amount of
Move
it. I was
on
like,
from
all right,
dogs?
this is getting a little thick.
yeah, I mean,
I think we should.
I enjoy dogs, but
So pussies.
pussies.
I've got
dog-
one.
dog pussy?
Do you?
The red pill pussy?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I mean,
Speaking of pussy,
I don't
where is
know
Bast?
how much into that I want to get because it might get fucked up. But Dan, are you familiar with the term red pill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matrix reference.
Okay, right. The Matrix
But
reference.
what?
But in today's society, what does red pill mean? What does it connotate to you?
When you flick
me,
a bean so much, it turns
what-
red.
No. What I would see the red pill only because the Matrix reference is like once you take this, you're not going to unsee the reality that you're around it.
Okay, that's exactly what red pilling means.
Hold on. It is used to refer to a process by which a person's perspective is dramatically transformed, introducing them to a new and typically disturbing understanding of the true nature of a particular situation.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Mushrooms.
that's pretty much.
So tell me, why the hell red pill has been associated with misogyny, men's rights, crazy right-wing conspiracies, QAnon? What the fuck? I get
It
QAnon.
means a lot.
Red
of
pill's
things.
been
QAnon.
canceled.
Elon Musk tweeted, "Take the red pill."
I can
Good
see
on him.
the QAnon part where because you got see what's
The alt-right
truth,
has
you know?
lost control
The
of the
alt-right.
red pill meme.
There you go.
Well, good that they lost control of it because the red pill opens up all possibilities and all realities. As
it
long
has
as
nothing
like
to do with
you,
the alt-right.
yeah, no. As far as
That's what pisses me
politically,
off,
it
because-
doesn't make any sense. The red pill should basically like you do realize corporations have been feeding our like politicians a fuck ton of money, and like laws
Right.
are based around that. So you're kind of fucked if you want.
But man, think about it though. I saw a Reddit post. I can't remember exactly what it was, but this guy is a grown adult, like 40 something, still living with his mom, blah blah. And someone commented like, "Bro, seriously, you take the red pill and really understand where you are in life and how other people perceive you, because you're never going to achieve what you want by being a piece of shit." And he got downvoted to fucking oblivion, and he had just all these comments of like, "Fuck you, you misogynist," blah blah. I'm like,
Misogynist.
exactly. I'm like, wait a minute, what? How is a red pill now associated with that? It was very confusing to me. So I started looking into it, and I realized then have you ever think about something that you learned the truth about? You're like, holy shit, you have been red
Like when Santa wasn't real.
exactly.
That's
Fucking
red. That's a good
on
red
the
pill.
fucking head. 10 points. Fuck. Fantastic.
Are they basically just say the red pill
Exactly.
is the patriarchy? Is that what like the
I don't know, but I don't understand. But kind of like how Pepe, got associated with white
Yeah. They
supremacy.
just the right
Yeah.
or alt-right just takes things over and makes it about them.
But so I'm like, when was the last?
so does
Because it's a great idea to be red pilled, you
So-
know?
exactly. So what
blow
was-
your
can
fucking
you-
mind
what-
about the monetary system.
What can you think of in your life that you've been red pill? Whether where. Let's just use that as a phrase now. Red pill.
Can I raise my hand?
yeah go.
When I felt like I was red pilled, Zeitgeist. The first time I watched the Zeitgeist
I'll give you
movie.
Zeitgeist was a good.
The first Zeitgeist movie back in like fucking 06 or whatever when I watched it.
What the fuck is that?
Zeitgeist. Okay, the original movie was basically a documentary.
Alex Jones minus the crazy.
It had
not fun?
it had a whole bunch to do with like the 9/11 situation,
Okay.
but they were leaning on the like this seems a little fucked, right? It had a whole bunch of like the Jesus story, which is like an astronomical like star
There was
events,
3 parts to
and then it had
monetary.
monetary systems
I mean,
that
Banking.
I mean something that you yourself had a revelation about.
That was what I'm
not,
saying.
not what someone told you. It was something you figured out yourself.
My
You go,
personal
oh,
one?
shit, really? Yeah.
when I was like 17, I took way too many mushrooms at the zoo.
I'll do her.
And anyways, like we got out of the zoo fine, but later that whole trip, I had an out of body experience because I had taken too many.
Fun.
Like not a like I mean
In the jungle?
no like we got
In the aquarium?
we got real weird at the zoo, and then our friend was like, "We're gonna drive you home now." So Troy and I took I don't even.
No, but which exhibit were you in?
Doesn't
when this
matter.
happened?
No.
I think
The out of body thing happened at
Everywhere.
Kim's house.
Oh,
No,
before
But
the
like
zoo thing.
there was way too much of like we were not able to function in public, and she, thank God, took us away from there. And her parents were still at the zoo.
So what was the red pill then?
Oh yeah, but the red pill was basically just realizing that there is a hell of a lot more than the physical reality that we actually exist in. Because I don't know how to describe it. Like I actually like kind of floated outside, but like up until the moment where I kind of like laid down, everywhere I stepped, like ripples happened. Like there's just basically like the geometric energy that everyone claims they see was there, and then there was some stuff happening outside of that.
You
Yeah,
saw
but
the
you were
veil.
on a lot of shrooms, so I can't.
He saw the veil.
Yeah, no,
He saw the veil.
I'm pretty sure I could have died and floated away had I chose to at that moment. Like, I mean, like, because like you could hear
You
like
were
the
on the edge.
Sounds
Yeah.
like my salvia
well,
experience.
no, like there was like
It does.
like
It does.
I could tell it was the heartbeat, but like it's so like slow and weird. There's like boom, But like every like kind of thing is like floating more away and seeing other weird shit and like other visions or whatever. Boom, a little further away, and then like actual conscious mind is like, wait a second, I probably shouldn't keep floating. I need to get back into me. And then like that was just like a very big rush of back into the body.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure like that experience is how I ended up being able to like go years later and like go to Sundances and meet Native Americans, because like that was something that was like profound that I was trying to chase and find more again without realizing I don't need to be on drugs for it.
Oh, fair enough. Okay,
And I just want to say, Trash Talk Omaha does not condone the use of drugs.
No,
Even though we do them.
No. It's always worked for us.
Well, no, see, the thing is, that at least gave me the view that there's something more, and you don't need to be on drugs to find it. But like, it literally, I had no concept of that kind of objective reality turning into that subjective reality.
Now, wouldn't it be possible that the mushrooms just really, really supercharge the chemicals in your brain that you basically put your self-awareness on overdrive?
Yeah.
And that may have been it, but where you're just very well aware.
It still put my self-awareness
and you can
high enough
look
for
at-
that to be a red pill
Look
for
in
me.
yourself, fair enough.
It awoke his mind.
I guess I don't want to get into fucking
No,
mushrooms, but
I don't want to turn
It's
it
a
into a
spiritual,
Joe.
spiritual.
Yeah, we don't need to turn it into a Joe
That's what
Rogan
the red-
thing,
that's-
but like that was an actual red pill moment for me.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
That's a good way to describe it, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, that was enough to be like, hey, there's more going on besides like, because I mean I was still pretty young, like worrying about school, parents fighting, blah blah, like all that shit was like, yeah, that's there, but like there's a hell of a lot more than what I'm concerned about at this age. And even still now, I like realize like there's a hell of a lot more than what I'm concerned about at my age now, and that stuck with me luckily because, I mean,
It works for you.
you got to be able to like look at things and be like, dude, like, come on, do you think that this is the biggest deal in the world?
Unfortunately, I like that method a lot better, that path better than just nihilism, where it's like, fuck this, doesn't matter, fuck this shit. I don't
Well,
care.
so
Yeah, I saw the edge. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
now.
it's like,
well, there is like a certain bit of nihilism that's in me now,
I mean,
but
especially
think-
back then.
I think
you were a punk and
I mean, I
shit.
think,
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of people would do well with a healthy dose of nihilism in their life, but not going so far as just drinking themselves.
there's nothing Lebowski.
It's exactly what I think of every time.
Fuck these guys, they're nihilists, they're pussies.
Derek, do you have a red pill moment?
You're the fucking nihilist around here. Okay, sorry.
Derek, your red pill
Besides
moment?
Santa Claus.
Santa?
Santa, that's right. That
Damn it.
was your red
My
pill.
parents lied to me, which is my like interpretation
what
of
about
authority.
the
So
Easter
authority
Bunny?
always lies to me, so I will not trust anything.
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. That's
I
not a
didn't
bad
know
thing
that.
that Santa isn't real. That the kids learn that adults lie.
Well,
That's a healthy
but then
thing
like
to know.
it's like, why didn't I realize that Jesus wasn't real earlier?
Exactly.
Santa's
That's a
not
perfect
real,
example.
you know?
The very broadest example of red pilling is religion. But
Yeah.
besides that,
I have a
I'm sorry.
I have a complex
Besides Santa
view
and
on
other
religion. Because like I don't believe all religious stories, but I think there are like good underlying
Based on
values.
something.
And,
They're all
like,
based on
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the values taken away from it is not to be. I mean, obviously. I mean, Beatitudes are fantastic, but
I'll fucking beatitude you if
good.
you want to
I
talk
mean,
about
the idea is
There's some fucking like. There's also like some sacred numbers and shit. Like
Oh, fuck off.
hidden in the Bible
Fuck
that
you.
like how the fuck did they know that?
Shut up.
Bible code?
Yeah, Bible.
God
Of course,
damn it.
Bible code, dude.
But there's just
Do you need Bible code, bro?
Dude, you know Bible code.
as a guide, obviously if you take the good parts and use that as a guide for your life, that's probably not a bad idea.
Everyone should like read
But
the Bible.
if
Just like
you-
everyone should read the 5 pillars of Islam.
But-
the Torah or the fucking.
But if you really stuck on
Buddhist.
the part where you can beat your slave and it's not illegal unless you kill them, that's my favorite part of it.
I like the donkey parts, but
Yeah,
that's
the,
just,
the giant donkey loads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ezekiel 223, I think it is. Ezekiel 223.
Of course it's Ezekiel.
You know what that?
I don't know that one.
I'm not gonna pull it up because I'm not gonna get that on my
There's
phone.
a big thing about donkey.
But there's she goes no, it was and she
Balls?
was it was like this lady and something about she was with someone whose emissions were like that of a donkey. This dude just busted fucking fat ropes in biblical times. I was like,
Biblical ropes?
I was like,
hempen robe.
because I
And
found
he
this
took
shit
me
out,
to heaven.
and I found this out in high school, and I went to a Lutheran
They
high
taught
school.
you this in-
No, I was flipping through the Bible,
I'm like, what the fuck does this mean?
right? Because it's kind of fun. You go to religious school, but they don't actually encourage you to actually read the fucking Bible. It's just what they tell you the Bible says,
Yeah.
which is obviously the problem.
Well,
Yeah.
this is why you should actually
But
read
I'm
the
like-
Bible, because there's a
but
whole
I-
bunch of shit you're like,
But I
whoa.
find this on my dude. I was gonna tell everybody, I'm like, no. Emissions is jizz. And then I got in a lot of trouble, and my parents were like,
obviously,
why? It's in the fucking Bible.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well,
and then I'm like, oh, hypocrisy.
Oh, that's always a thing.
Okay.
Then he spread his holy seed, and I accepted his salvation all over my face.
I've been going down like the YouTube channels of the Nephilim.
Oh fuck.
Oh, of course.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
War Greek
It's
Bible.
so much
They're
fun.
giants. They're giants.
It's
Dan.
so much fun.
It's giants.
I know, but like then again, it's like, motherfucker, if you believe in Christ, you gotta believe in giants. And
Yeah.
they're like, no, that's not real. I'm like,
that's
according to
not
this
real.
book,
Supposedly, the
you-
Smithsonian has some mummified
Oh my God.
giant remains
I know.
hidden away.
Don't get me wrong, we're not gonna go
If
down
he's
there
going down
because
the
There are
path,
pictures
yes.
of them
YouTube will
captured
have too many of
in
these
like the
things.
New York Times. They were finding them in all these mounds.
Oh, yeah.
all
No,
over.
and not just like pictures. There's actual like roadside attractions where the people still have pictures.
Yeah, and then the
like,
Smithsonian came and was
skeletons.
just like, "No, you're not ready for
We're
this."
taking these giant
Motherfucking
bones.
Bigfoot. Anyways, let's get
Didn't
off
happen.
from there because that goes into a whole different thing. But from the Bible, that's one of my favorite. Like, let's talk about the weird shit.
This makes my recent revelation of the red pill very, very, very inconsequential now compared to everything that we just fucking said.
Did you
So
not
I'm
have a
gonna
red
fucking
pill
say-
moment?
Recently I was like, oh shit. I mean,
That
but
gas prices are fucked, or
What
that
the fuck?
That you can
Go
bleach out skid marks.
Capitalism?
It's called Chipotle. Well, mine was like, I literally just heard about this. I mean, I've heard the term, but I didn't know really what it meant.
You had to have had a moment
but
before
it was like,
that.
oh yeah, yes, but I think of like most recently, like direct, like, oh, this just happened type of thing. I just learned this thing, and then just happened. Okay, so I have a business, small business.
yeah.
Got it.
That's what she said.
I kind of don't want to put my
Falls
name
out.
out there in this.
We got you. Understandable. Understandable. 100%.
I don't want to
People
go
can
to a
find out
quote
if
and
they
they're
wanted
like,
to.
"Are you talking about dog pussy?"
Didn't you say fat
People can-
ropes in biblical times?
Well, basically, so I get called constantly for SEO, search engine optimization.
Yeah.
And I've done that. I've been doing SEO for the past 5 years. That's why I'm on top of Google, because I just did it myself. But I'll get calls, and the lies that I'm told by these companies, I'm like, that's why they don't trust people like this. Where they're like, oh, there's a top spot in Google available. We're trying to fill it in your area. I was like, fucking
BS.
excuse me, and it's like that thing. I'm like,
Jesus,
it
that was
really
wild.
pissed me off because I'm like, because I approach everything with complete transparency. I don't bullshit anybody about anything. I can't stand it. I don't want to be bullshitted, and I'm not going to bullshit anybody. I hate that so much when they say
We're not
that.
about bullshitting here on Trash Talk.
So I hear something like that.
Just trash
I get
talk.
like
Zero bullshit.
I get like legitimately mad. Like I'm driving around and I take a phone call and they go, hey, we have this. I'm like, I'm not mad at you, but your company is full of shit. And they just hang up on me, which obviously is the goal. But that was kind of like a recent, red pill thing, I guess you could say.
Somebody I used to work with,
You woke
when
up
they would
and
get
realized
the
people are
the
assholes.
industry is so filthy that people that don't know any better will go, oh, I can just pay for that. And that it really irritated me because I spent a lot of time in my life.
John, I think you would
basically figuring
appreciate
out how-
this.
It's scammers, but not full scams.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
this is lying about
When
what
you
it
get
is.
those phone calls, you need to tell them, "Hey, give me one quick minute. My girlfriend or my wife or whatever is asking me something," and then play porn and put the phone next to it, and then see how long they wait.
My favorite is, hey, is John there? And go, oh, yeah, let me go get him. And I just put it on mute and set it down.
There you go.
And I think my record is, my record is, 15 or so minutes of them just waiting silently.
Nice.
Because
And
people don't
any-
know. They think
any-
Probably because they're like,
calling
"I'm still getting
second
paid
I
and
can
I'm
waste."
on the phone." We've worked at a call center. You know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Every
for
second
sure.
I can waste of those people's time.
No, that's
I get a
good.
lot of
that.
random calls from places that think my name is Ray and that I have a house to sell on South 9th Street. I get
Really?
texts about it too.
I get the
That's
same, except it's
great.
my parents' house.
Okay, but
You just
so
start
I get a
answering your
bunch
You
of-
phone.
have a
This is
complete
Ray.
But no, well, when
You're
I
just a complete stranger, though?
yeah,
That's fucking hilarious.
but so when I
A
pick
new
up
cell
like
phone
sometimes when
number.
I'm a little bored, like if I actually pick up to talk to them, I will try to answer in the most Spanish accent I can or Mexican, which is really bad, so we're not going to do it. But I will also get the texts that are like, "Hey, are you interested in selling your
Well,
house?"
I want to hear it now.
And my normal response to the "Would you like to sell your house?" via the text is, "I sure as shit do. We can do cash. The only problem is that there's an alien portal in the basement. So, if you can find a good wizard who can shut this shit down, I will sell it to you for $600 flat. But you got to get this guy here fast. Or something around those lines.
But see, that's too obvious because then they just like.
But it's immediate. Get the fuck out of here.
They do not respond.
If you're trying to
they do not respond.
That's what.
No, then you respond with, "I was trying to do some demo work, and my extra large dildo fell down in between the wall. If you could help me fetch it, I'm willing to sell."
That fucker was expensive. I need it back.
Yeah,
It won't stop vibrating, and I can't turn it off.
The whole house.
All day, all night.
It's got 18.
And it can't go in me, so all I can think about is what I'm missing.
It's powered by a deep cycle marine battery. You ain't turn it off
It's
anytime
been going
soon.
for 3 years, and the gears are starting to
Connected to a
grind.
solar charger.
It uses advanced technology that pulls power out of the air. It will not die.
Take Nikola Tesla.
If I
It's
can
0
rescue
point
it,
allergy.
if I can rescue it, I can sell the technology.
You can tear a fucking wall
I need
down.
my future
You
dildo.
have free fucking energy dildo in your wall. You can tear the wall
Last thing I knew
down.
was like the
Dildo in the
foundation.
wall. Just jackhammer it down.
That would be what free energy would be like. Is finally invented for
Dildos.
to
Oh, yeah.
masturbate
Oh, yeah.
with.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well, I mean,
then,
the
like,
second-
it's finally out
Isn't
there.
it the second electrical invention was a dildo?
I would hope so.
No.
I know it was a doctor that invented it because their arms.
I
were being-
think
To cure hysteria.
yeah, because they were tired of
yeah,
masturbating.
I
Right.
literally do believe
Like,
it was
the
like the second
first
actual electrical thing. Is they're like, oh, we
electric
got this. Let's we'll build a dildo.
Wait,
hysteria.
I love stringing along scammers, and someone put their shit on
Jesus,
silent,
who
please.
is it?
It's not me. I put
It
mine on
better
silent.
call me.
I do like stringing along scammers until I get like, oh, I got stuff to do. You know, if I'm like, I don't have much downtime these days, but like over the winter, I'm gonna fuck with so many people. I'm so excited for this.
You're gonna have a
I'm
phone
gonna take
scammer
I'm gonna
orgy.
take a break for 30 seconds.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
Later. I have a good little side topic, and this is something that we talked about earlier with Ryan when we had Ryan on. Remember
Yes,
that? Remember
yes.
that we were talking about because it was all about college athletes can finally start making some money. So Luke Wiper.
So this is a quarterback from Texas that's going to forego his senior year of high school so he can go to Ohio State and potentially win contracts worth up to $1 million this coming year.
I don't know about all of that, but what I do know is that Luke Wiper is from Ohio State.
You're gonna wiper my ass.
Do you know who James T. Yoder is?
From Yoder's Amish Furniture?
No, I don't think so.
No, then no.
Okay, some fucking I don't know Twitter.
I think I
person or
stepped in
whatever,
some Yoder.
basically said that perhaps for the stars, but you think people are gonna buy a $50 hoodie from Luke Wiper, who is this Ohio State offensive lineman? He wrote that on his Twitter. And people bought a $50 hoodie with that tweet on it.
Really?
For $50
Nice.
on a hoodie. Yeah. Which, honestly, I kind of want to buy one of them. Just to, like, fucking, yeah, dude. Make some money. Sell a
It
hoodie.
probably is his money. That he's probably getting it.
Oh, yes. He is the one selling the hoodie and making money off of it now. So, I don't know. There's just, like, going to be all sorts of stories, like, all over this year because of college athletes finally being able to make money. I can't wait for it. I'm sure they're going to talk about it on college.
I know there's some quarterback. I think he's from Texas. He's going to Ohio State. He's foregoing his senior year of high school so he can enroll now and
He's a
start getting
quarterback?
endorsements. But he is also one of the top-rated recruits for his year. He might even be the number one overall.
And he should be compensated accordingly.
Yeah, but if you're giving up on your senior year just so you can start making money,
Well, I mean, it
What's the
doesn't
point?
mean that he's not graduating high school. He might have the credits he needs to graduate.
The
high school.
whole point of education is to make money.
no, it's not.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
After your education,
The whole point of education. So if he's good enough physically to skip his last year of boredom and go straight to college. Also, colleges will give you your GED, by the way, if you have a good enough GPA for 2 semesters in a row. I know because I did it.
well, you technically don't even need a GED to go to college.
No, I'm saying they will give you. I went to community college without a diploma, and after 2 semesters of a decent GPA, they just gave me a GED. I go, oh, okay, thanks. I had no idea they were going to do that. They just gave it to me. I go, cool.
Yeah.
So if he goes to wherever the fuck it was, where was it, Ohio or something?
Ohio
State.
You know, I
Buckeyes.
mean, and if he kicks enough ass, they might just be like, "Oh, here's GD and $20,000 in a."
I think he had enough credits to graduate already.
It says
It's not uncommon for recruits to like graduate like a semester early and enroll immediately.
Yep, he has to take one more additional class online, and then it is enrolling, and he's going to play to 2021.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, why stick with this antiquated education system when you can just jump the line and start playing some real fucking college football? And
Especially
then,
if you can start making your own
and
money.
hopefully, you know, obviously then parlay that, you know, could keep going into the, you know, an NFL career, which is insane.
Settle down, though.
I think there should be a federal mandate
gonna
where
give her
surgeons
one
should make as much as NFL players.
Surgeons, they do, don't they?
No.
Don't surgeons make a shit ton of money?
I think the cheapest
Not
salary
NFL
allowed
money.
in the NFL for like
Isn't it like 800,000 or something?
No, it's
What
like
about-
550 or
Like that?
something like that.
Okay. Yeah. What surgeon makes that kind of money?
550.
550 a year.
100,000.
Here, I'll look it up.
550,000. Yeah, I'm saying. I mean,
Well-
surgeons make a lot of money.
Okay,
Yes, but
fine.
not as much as a dickhead
What
that catches a
about,
ball.
what about like a pilot?
Pilots don't make very much
$660,000 is the minimum amount of money to
pilots
make as
can't
an
get-
NFL player.
Okay, so
How come a pilot can't get
as an
paid?
athlete, though,
Wait.
you have less time in the field than you will ever have as a pilot or a surgeon.
No, isn't it something like 3
Yes,
years?
they're playing a
3
child's
years in
game.
the
Years is the
NFL.
NFL average.
I do agree. It's
And you get,
very
and then
silly.
you get paid out. You gotta get paid by the NFL for the rest of your life. If you work for 3 years.
No, I
No,
think if you get
abso-fucking not,
5
because-
years in or something like
5
that, then you
years,
can get
you get
medical. But it's like they still
Who
don't
is
even
it
say it's
that,
not
who is it that
medical.
shot himself in the chest to save his
A
brain?
lot of people.
Who is that?
Shot himself in the chest.
Saint
He
Seau, Junior
killed
Seau.
himself. He shot himself in the heart
Junior
to save his
Seau, I
brain
think.
because he had CTE.
He wanted it to get
And he wanted
studied.
to get
I
studied.
remember that.
Yeah,
remember
I know
all
what you're talking about
Yeah,
now.
And that was like
So it's
in
like-
his note, like,
So
study
like,
my
the
brain.
NFL is like the WWE, where they don't really take care of you after you leave.
Yeah, but he's like,
It's-
why
it's
am I
not a
so
business.
fucked up and crazy?
You know, it's not Union Pacific.
Yeah, it was
You know,
Junior Seau.
it's-
Shot himself in the chest in 2012 at the age of 43.
There you go.
Studies
You know,
later
I mean,
confirmed he had
shit like
CTE.
that. But
Jesus.
anyway,
Well, let's be honest. The entertainment industry in any form of entertainment is a bunch of fucking psychos.
Do you remember we had a whole conversation
Yeah,
in
but-
college, probably after getting super baked, that a lot of professional sports is almost like slavery in a way?
Oh yeah.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
I do remember
100%.
I've heard players say that about the NFL.
That's
yeah,
because
but
that's like,
slaves aren't paid. That's minimum of $660,000 a fucking year.
yeah, but you're owned by them. You can't like go out and
There's a lot of things that
Okay.
seem like, especially for somebody that's making
fine.
that much money at the least amount, like they can find the living shit out of you just because you were late showing up to whatever. You know, I'm not saying
If
they
you skip
shouldn't
the
take responsibility.
voluntary practice,
Yeah.
there's repercussions.
Or
Oh,
if you get
sure.
injured, there's always like
but
crazy
there's also-
settlements that
yeah,
never
but
work out in
there's
the player's
also-
favor.
you're also fucking supermodels.
There's also not it's not an unreasonable expectation when someone's paying you that much fucking money. You show up, you jump,
You're a
you fucking
top
show up.
athlete.
You should show
You
up.
show the
yeah.
fuck up. You do exactly what they tell you
there
when they
are
tell you
other
to do
athletes that are like actual
it. And you only
brain
have to do it
surgeons, too.
unless you're Brett Favre. You only do it for 5 years. You know.
Yeah. I'm not
I
gonna
was
lie.
saying,
If
I mean-
somebody was like, "Here's $200,000 for the year," I'd be like, "What do you need me to do?"
Like how many
I'll
dicks
be
do
there.
I need to suck?
I wouldn't go that far, but
I would.
I'll be there for what you need.
I
Hey, man,
would.
If I only have to
All
suck
you gotta
3
do is
dicks
catch
on a
it,
Tuesday,
You
But I
catch the
would.
football.
Only 3 dicks.
You catch the dick in
Whatever,
your
I'm
mouth
just
and you
saying.
suck.
What happens if it's like 12?
if I have to suck 12 dicks a day,
What if they're like
40,
sweaty
let's say
dicks?
40 hours a week,
For
and I get paid
$200,000?
$20,000.
Full-time
40
dick
hours
sucking job.
of dicks
No,
a week?
I 40 hours a week.
I couldn't
12
do that.
That's
12
12 dicks every
I'm
8
just-
hours, 5 days a week.
that's a
So
lot
you're
of dick.
looking.
No,
you
no,
don't even
no,
get
no,
a
no,
lunch
no.
break because your stomach's gonna be
Well,
full.
here's the thing, though.
You're gonna go through 400 dicks in a morning.
There might be a swallow bonus. First off, second off,
Oh.
if it's the same person, you know, like regular
No,
person.
it's not.
Well,
It's-
no,
And you don't
There's
know
a
what that dick
line.
is.
There is
for
a
this,
line.
for
There's
this
like-
company.
That could be a sweaty dick. That could be a
I'm
dirty
just saying,
dick. That
hey.
could be a clean. You don't know.
Dude, it's a glory hole. There's a
choice.
line waiting
Hey.
for you.
Hey, a Ferrari
take the dick
tastes
you get.
sweeter than anything. The taste of a Ferrari will wash any dick
How
out of your
many
mouth.
dicks do you think a Ferrari tastes like? How
At least
So,
200,000
My problem
dollars
is,
worth. I mean,
is that no matter
saying.
what, when you're driving that
It's a dollar
Ferrari,
dick,
all you'll be
though.
able to think about is the dicks in your mouth while you're driving that
Yes,
Ferrari.
exactly. You can't get the taste of dick out of your mouth. That's $1
No, you have
dick,
to
too.
want to
They
suck
have
the dick,
spearmint
idiot.
gum for that.
It's not. It's not.
You do
don't
have to want the dick.
No, idiot. You don't take the job if you don't want to suck.
Fair enough. Fair
I'm not
enough.
saying I'm indifferent. I guess it was, but I mean, I could get used
Double
to
the
it. I
pleasure,
get used to it
double
real
the
fucking
dick,
quick.
double mint gun.
Oh, man.
I get used to it real fucking quick.
All right, that's. I mean,
just saying.
to each their own.
I'm just saying.
To each their own.
Obviously, no one's gonna pay me.
I'm not judging you, dude.
No one's gonna hate.
No one's
one
gonna pay
hates
me
you.
$200,000.
We are a judge-free environment.
If you
suck a dick.
no. If he's driving a Ferrari, we're all gonna be like, yeah, but he got it from sucking dicks.
12 dicks a day.
And what'd you do? You went to a fucking
80 hours
office
a week.
and you worked on a computer.
Yeah.
I just fucking
Some days.
and I'm just sitting there watching Netflix and go knock knock knock. I'm going to work.
No. You don't get to like have headphones on.
No,
or like
I-
listen
no,
to.
just-
He's engaged
I'm
in the
hanging
moment.
out.
Yeah,
He's
if
got
you
time.
had the
headphones.
headphones.
No,
Well, like,
I give it
Hey,
100%, 110%.
Listen, John, serious question. If you literally had to suck that much dick a day to make $660,000 a year, and you got to wear headphones, what song are you listening to on repeat?
Oh,
Thought shit.
shit.
Thought shit, but Megan Thee Stallion
Really?
all day,
right.
all day.
You won't get tired of
or
it.
do it on the tip.
What about,
See,
I think it has to be.
I have a
It's Rain
feeling
Man, though,
that
really.
if he's doing it this much, he can
game.
knock that time down to like a very short amount of
Oh,
time.
he'll become a
It's
master
like a
at his
repeat-
craft.
It's a repeat thing, though.
Yeah.
Too. It's like a
He'll
repeat
become a
thing.
master.
Oh no, I know who, what's what, and I mean I could probably just go pop.
The question is, do you finger the butthole while you're doing it?
whatever they like. I'm just saying.
Work the
I mean,
shaft
no,
and
I'm
take the
thinking
drink.
Glory hole,
after.
guys. I don't think he gets
I'm
all
going
that
to say
those
after
hours.
three. I'm going to say after 3 dick sucks, I can make them pop in a minute. I bet. Because I know what I like.
That's a bold statement.
So I know what I like, and if I do what I like, I can get it done real quick because my wife's about to get home. So if I can do it
I
with
got a
somebody
trivia
else.
question.
Oh shit!
So
I'm
what if your
Next
boss one
topic.
day was
Give me
like,
2
"Hey,
beers.
I told you to make a dick come 12 times. This time you got to make one dick come 12 times in the next 8 hours."
That's gonna be painful for that person.
Yeah, that's a lot of work there. That guy's gonna be feeling a little.
He
What if
hasn't masturbated
What if he's in a
3
gimp
weeks.
suit or something though? You know,
But I
he's
mean,
just like
suit?
sitting there.
You guys don't get
Well,
blowjobs and
what
get
happens? What
By the way,
happens when
if anybody wants a beer, please. If you want, please. I brought them to share, not to drink all.
What happens
24.
when all of a sudden a fucking vagina shows up and you're like, what?
Ew!
Ew, get this out of here!
No, that's a lot more work.
But she has
It
an
is a lot
abnormally
more
large
work.
beak.
Oh my
No.
God.
Women are not hard.
Fellatio seems
Not
like
hard.
it might be easier than cunnilingus. Let's
Oh
be
my
honest.
God,
That's the
dude.
thing, though. With a dick, in my,
Cunnilingus is easy.
I can at least breathe through my
No,
nose.
no. To get like the actual proper like everything's done.
You know what? This is the thing. Guys will like it no matter what you do.
Exactly.
Girls, they like certain things.
Oh yeah.
But like, I mean, you
But
go
they're
for
also
like,
just
let's
down
just
with
say
it.
you're like, I'm just doing some clitoral, but like, you can't get your tongue all the way into that.
So when
like,
you get the fingers involved.
The same with
but
dick
see, that's
sucking.
not full cunnilingus. Then now you're doing a hand job.
Well,
with
whatever.
that.
Oh, you get the
whatever
tongue.
accomplishes
You get
the goal.
the tungalingus.
I'm about results, okay?
Yeah, but it is a lot.
We
more
are
work.
about results.
But I'm
here
just
on
saying,
Top
if I
Has anybody here
if
suck
my,
a
you
dick?
know,
Do you know that,
That
for sure?
is a negative.
I've
I'm
never,
saying, so
not
I'm saying,
ever.
I have not been
if
to
my,
prison.
if
I've
my,
given
like,
myself
you
a
know,
handy.
say I have my Wednesday
Touch
9
my
o'clock
own dick.
comes in.
That's the only dick I've ever touched.
Okay, say
Of
about-
course, you
okay,
can make yourself come in
but
30
I'm saying,
seconds
just
doing
think,
that.
think about the easiest speed. Say you have your thing down. You know
Sucking dick.
your technique is on point. Your 9 o'clock comes in,
This is an early start.
and you go. You know,
You
1,
know,
2,
you know
3.
him.
Grab his balls, hit the butthole, call him a faggot while you're sucking his dick. Boom! 30 seconds out the door. I'm back.
How
on
do you
Netflix
know
show.
this?
I'm just guessing.
no,
I'm
he's
just
saying
thinking.
like
I'm
he
just-
might have
Dude,
that.
That's
no,
my-
That's the thing. There's a line. You don't know who's coming in at 9 o'clock. It's just
No,
a line.
I'm
it's a
gonna-
glory hole.
uh,
He's
I'm
talking about
gonna-
his
would-
regular.
Yeah,
He's
Samuel
Yeah,
L.
there's a
Jackson's
regular.
coming
No,
in
you
for
don't
his
get
9 o'clock.
regulars.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do to him?
Say I'm sucking off the entire.
What would
New
you do
England
to
Patriots,
Samuel L. Jackson?
Okay, I would get hired to a friend.
Would you
Samuel
treat-
Jackson?
Who put this motherfucking snake in my motherfucking mouth?
Would you treat Tom Brady different than you would treat whoever else?
Hey, whatever the coach tells me, bro. Whatever the coach tells me. Well, he's
Put
not.
me
He's
in,
not
coach.
with. He's not with them.
What if they want the full hour and they just want to
We call
edge
him
the
the
whole
Groot.
time, John?
you have a
He
coach
does the
there,
dirty work.
like a
No,
manager,
I'm saying if
yelling at you to suck dick
if
better
the O
the whole
line,
time.
if the D line, coach
Oh,
tells me
yeah.
what to do, I'm going to do my job for that much fucking money. I'm doing my fucking job. Now, if he's with now if I'm following Brady, if I'm Brady's personal,
You can
dick
trust
sucker,
him. He sucked my dick.
He put my cock in his mouth. Now, if I'm following Brady around, if I'm Brady's personal cock liaison, that he's got on the Buccaneers, now I have to suck off all the Buccaneers.
Giselle.
Now they're down in the fucking Florida.
No,
Salt,
he
very
carries
sweaty,
Giselle's dick.
very very
In his
sweaty
little
in
man
Florida.
bag.
So when our girlfriends ask us, what did you guys do tonight?
This is logistics.
We
man.
talked
I'm
about
just telling you.
sucking
I'm just
dick.
We've talked about sex.
So I am curious.
Uh,
How would you suck Samuel L. Jackson off? What would you do?
saying.
I am Like, how about we go into like SpongeBob or something?
I got the next topic.
I want to figure out, like,
Yeah.
I gotta yell, English, motherfucker, do you speak it? But
He doesn't want to hear
No,
that shit.
but, like,
he doesn't want his movie quotes thrown at him
yeah,
while he's
but
getting
he
his
seems
dick
like, I
sucked.
don't know. I
What
feel
if he
like
does?
good point.
He is a badass motherfucker.
Maybe I'm like, give me that Kangol hat.
It's the one that says "badass motherfucker."
Maybe I'll write that on the side of his dick and sharpen
Dick
marker.
says
I don't know.
that.
That already might be
Tattooed on there,
tattooed on.
badass
but,
motherfucker.
Maybe
Okay.
Hold on. No, I got. Well, powerful last man.
Fucking.
That's exactly what I thought you were going to do, and you did it.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay. Yeah. What up?
Calm down, fucker. Damn.
Star Wars
All right.
Star Wars, thank God.
Galactic Star Cruiser.
Dude, Adam Driver, there. I'll be his
A
personal cock liaison.
2-night immersive adventure begins spring 2022.
How much?
$6,000.
Nope.
Make him guess, asshole. God.
Okay, so
Well, we talked
no,
about
like,
it
are you
already.
actually in space
Six-
for this, or is it like you're in Disneyland and they have some Star Wars
so
shit
this
set
Galactic
up for you?
Star
Probably taking
Cruiser
the space for that.
is like a hotel that they built next to the Galaxy's Edge theme park. That's Star Wars themed.
Damn, they
or
won't take you
whatever.
to space, but I'll take you around the world, baby. See? Call back.
Alright, see,
Call,
All right.
immediate callback.
I don't.
what do I got on me? I got
I don't know
like
what that
$10.
callback is. So you could go stay in a Star Wars exclusive resort, fucking train lightsabers with Rey, fucking
No, fuck that. I don't want to train with Rey.
Fight the First Order
Oh,
with
fuck off.
Kylo
The point is you
Ren.
have the immersive experience. The point.
Yeah,
Not with
like,
Rey.
You can choose. Then you choose to be a baddie. You choose to join the First Order, and you.
I don't want to be part of the First Order. I want the original Star Wars. Fuck this new shit. It all
Yeah,
sucked.
yep. Okay.
I'm sorry. It
Good
sucked.
point, Dan. Very
It
good
was
point.
awful.
We all know
if
that.
I got like Vader and Luke or Obi-Wan and like Darth Maul, those are some options.
Oh.
Those are some options.
Oh.
Rey?
double.
I'm
shit.
sorry. I don't dig Rey.
Oh, no. I
No
don't-
one does. No one does. So you don't want to pay $6,000
Not
to go
for Rey.
see this.
For two
That is what.
nights.
If
two
Mark
nights.
Hamilton,
$6,000.
You can rent my
Mark
Airbnb.
Hamilton is going to sit there.
It's Mark
for
Hamill, you
$72.
piece of shit.
Sorry,
What
Mark
the
Hamill.
fuck?
Whatever the fuck.
What? No.
I am
you-
not
you
a
would-
very big Star Wars person.
Okay, good, because you.
I
oh
am
my
not
God.
a very
You
big
would've
Star Wars
just
person,
described
but I
yourself.
have some.
Settle down.
All right,
I
fine.
have
Settle
some
down.
feelings about it. So if
You
Mark,
didn't say like Luke
you
Starkiller.
You
or
put some
something
respect on the
dumb.
name.
if Mark Hamill is sitting there and he's like, I'm going to like put a droid up and you can like,
Build a lightsaber with Luke Skywalker.
yeah, that's $6,000.
That I could agree
Hanging
with
out
that.
with Rey and like the
It's fine,
Mary
it's
Sue.
Your
also
family.
not
Your
actually-
family for $6,000.
It's also not Daisy Ridley. It's just a fucking.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
an
no,
actress.
some
I just-
actress.
I would. I'd hang out with
I'm
Daisy
sorry.
Ridley.
I want-
I like
cute.
her. I like her
That's cute.
acting.
Yeah,
I like.
yeah.
I like.
You
her
wanted to like
acting.
that client. You
I
wanted to like the
don't-
character. You
the
wanted to.
character is dumber
but it
than
was
shit.
terrible.
I
story.
agree. I agree. I like the acting.
unfortunately,
she
it was very
tried to
mishandled.
she did the best she could with like a shit script.
Well, yeah.
Wait a
yeah,
second.
the
Wait a
whole-
second. Wait a
the
second.
whole
Wait a second.
Sequels were mishandled.
Valet parking is included.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm in.
Oh, I can park the Ferrari.
But
I
there
bought
is
to suck a dick.
no swimming pool.
So
no
here's-
swimming pool.
Bullshit! I'm out. Fuck this.
Exactly.
Is there a Millennium
Here's
Falcon?
my problem with all of the newest
that.
Star Wars stuff.
Cantina.
Is it like, even though
Is
like
there a
I am not
cantina?
a gigantic Star Wars fan, I like it, but like when you actually watch all the Star Wars things that are going on right now, it just seems like Disney was like,
Out of place.
we are going to make money off you fuckers.
That's
You
exactly
like
what
Yoda?
everybody was worried
Here's
about.
a baby Yoda. You like this? We're doing this, and like, oh, woke culture is a thing. Well, guess what? Your bad guy is a
Chewbacca
bitch and
furries.
he can't even do anything. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff where you break down all of it where you're like you made our our evil characters pussies. You made our good character a goddess who can't be touched, even though she's never had any fucking training. Luke didn't even get a trainer because she was so much better than Luke that she didn't need training.
She taught Luke.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
But
That's
she was the Palpatine's granddaughter.
no. I'll jack myself up.
No, she calls herself
It's-
Skywalker, guys. She's
It
Skywalker.
is a perfect example of the wokeism that is in Hollywood now.
It
If you
was
watch
terrible.
a whole bunch
It
of
was
movies,
terrible.
it just I can't get into it. So original Star Wars, hell, I will take time with Jar Jar Binks.
I would
over-
too. I would too. The prequels are awesome.
I didn't have a.
I did not
Problem
like
with
Jar
that.
Jar
Again,
Binks.
I was real young when
we're
I
at
was
the
having,
right
but I'm like, I
generation
don't
where the
care.
prequels were good. We enjoyed the prequels.
They were not
Darth
good.
Maul.
They were
But I liked them.
silly.
Darth Maul.
They were
General
silly.
Watch them
fucking
a lot.
Grievous.
Yeah.
Episode
And
3.
Hux.
Episode 3 is my favorite Star
I
Wars.
hate how underutilized that character was, and then they came back in Clone Wars, and it's like Grievous is fucking sick.
See, I never watched Clone Wars. I'm like,
It's worth
I
it.
am
Oh,
very
because you're not
behind on a lot of the mythology, but I read a bunch of other books.
The expanded universe.
Yeah, so like
What?
the library had just a section of shit that I went through, and I was like, this is pretty cool. So I got to use my own imagination to see the characters, and it was great. And then I watched the most recent things with you guys. We went to the theaters and stuff. And I was just sitting there like, what the hell?
No, exactly. That's why I hate the new,
Disney denounced
I hate
the
sequels.
original canon
I
from
hate
the expanded
sequels.
universe.
I hate the sequels because, and I've said this every opportunity I have, I hate the sequels because Disney goes, okay, well now everything that you spent your entire fucking life on for the past 40
Liking
years
it.
Everything you
Dealing with
know.
it, yeah.
means nothing.
Do you like boners? Good, because this is
damn.
Disney.
We don't have boners.
That's what pisses me off is it turns
Put that
everything
lightsaber away.
that has been created in the past 40 years, comics, games, books, video games, and it goes, oh, that's a nice little fantasy you got there. Here's bitch that
Princess
finds the
Leia
lightsaber.
floating through the vacuum
Mary
of
Poppins.
space,
She's Mary Poppins.
not getting exploded or sucked in. I'm sorry.
No. Perfect. Fatal Alliance. That's from Fatal Alliance. I think it is.
I think it's Clerks.
One of the Old Republic books where there is Shatil Shan, which is in she comes across in a lot of games.
She a Twi'lek?
No, a little short, a human female. She had that exact same thing where she was in a vacuum of space and she surrounded herself in a sheen of the Force. That's what Leia did. I saw that. I go, oh my god, they're doing something.
Okay, so
then,
that's
you know,
from the expanded
feeling
universe.
Also-
yes,
about this.
that's why I was so fucking excited when I saw that.
Carrie
Leia
Fisher
never,
also
like,
died,
they
and they could
never-
have just got rid of her instead of having to have some
Admiral
stupid fucking-
Akbar also got sucked out, you guys.
It's true.
There's
What? It's a fucking trap.
it's a trap.
It's like one of my favorite lines from fucking the original series.
So Leia surrounding herself in a force field thing is great, but she still like they did not give her a prequel of like, hey, guess what? She actually trained her force. No, she fucking made out with her brother
Because there was
and
no
then
more
found
training
out
of
that
anything. If you're force sensitive,
Exactly,
you
that's
just
what-
get powers.
No,
Yeah.
no.
you have to harness that shit. I'm
No,
sorry.
not in the new movies.
Literally, the
And that's why
Mandalorian
it's
literally
bullshit.
disproves that.
Yes, I know. That was my biggest complaint too.
So that's what pisses. Yeah, again, there's so much time between. Also it got to the point with the EU where it's like, okay, this guy cannot have this many problems in his fucking life. All these
the
Luke
thing
Skywalker
with
books.
yeah.
First of all, there was a lot of different people writing the EU too.
Of course.
As far as I'm concerned, George Lucas wrote Star Wars.
Yes.
And anything that George Lucas did not write,
he
Disney
based it
stuff,
off Seven Samurai.
7 through 9.
Or sanction. Like the books were
Yeah, the
sanctioned
books.
for him.
He signed off on all the
Some
books.
of them he did say yes, like they're not part of my universe, but
they're
they
good
are like
enough.
they are in
The
it. I
studios
consider
were
it-
like signing people to expand the universe.
Yes, exactly. He was telling people what to write.
really
They were
irritates
going up
me-
transcripts and shit.
Yeah,
provided.
they
worst
were
thing
asking him questions and he would answer. The same with the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars, he was involved with.
I love the prequels just because it's like George Lucas says, "I'll make these movies." Fuck you!
My
I'm
way.
making this how I want to make
yeah.
it, and the dialogue was awful. The graphics were fantastic.
He didn't have a yes man.
Action was
He
great.
just did what he wanted to do.
The story was fantastic. Hayden Christensen gets a lot of shit.
Come here.
There were some things that could have been changed, but
Hayden Christensen catches a lot of
Hit her,
shit, but
bitch.
now that I watch it as an adult, I'm like, this is a perfect representation of Vader. This is perfect. The whiny little bitch? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I kind of agree.
he's the emo kid who went dark.
It's absolutely. I mean, goddamn.
Padme was the perfect Leia mom. You know, like you could see
Exactly.
how she got her fucking rebellious spirit from
And
all
her
that.
and the buns with the
and,
hoity-toity.
the
I am
and Padme
better
was
than
sexy
you.
as
Yeah.
fuck, just like fucking Leia.
Have you seen the comics where? Anyway, there's a comic where Vader, the one time Vader goes to see Padme's grave, and I'm like, I can't read this.
Are these the new ones?
Oh, I've not.
I've heard there's some like newer Vader comics or something coming out that like are super weird.
I don't know. About
Where,
I
like,
did
yeah.
somehow stumble across I've never read any of the Vader comics or anything, but I read a short expert from the comic where basically they were pissed off that Vader killed a woman. So it turns out this doctor
He killed
lady,
children, but that's
no.
Younglings.
Keep in mind,
Children
this
don't-
is we're
no,
now
those
in like 2020, 2021, whatever. So there was some doctor lady who became obsessed with him. Like
Yes! Yeah!
Yeah, so she was like
A real life person.
So you
Dr.
know
Lady?
his suit actually is basically just keeping him alive.
Yeah, it's like a back to tank suit.
So she is actually like kind of. I didn't read the comics, so don't quote me on any of this. But she basically
It's so funny!
is she's a doctor who helps that suit and him stay alive. But like she gets kind of weird, like psycho obsessed with him,
Like
and
the
like
chick from Whole
stealing
Foods.
skin samples.
Oh my god!
And all sorts of stuff like that. So, like, they show pictures.
Vader skin?
Yeah, but they show pictures of her, which her fantasy is that she is going to be Vader's girl. And then at the end of the comic, Vader realizes that she is trying to,
What
like.
she's done.
Yeah, and he just stabs her.
Oh,
And that's how it ends. But, like,
was it
no,
lightsaber?
no,
Cuts
you
her head off?
shortchanged it. No,
I'm sorry, I shortchanged it.
He's in his pod.
Yeah. He takes his helmet off. And
And he's sitting there, all kind of stuck in this thing
God, I
with his
love
helmet
Star
off,
Wars.
and he's all fucked up, and she's like, "Oh, now we can finally be together." And she's like professing his love, and he just like points his lightsaber at her, turns it on. He's like, and it goes. Psh. It's like someone clean up this trash.
The thing that happened though, when that came out, there apparently was just like this weird like uproar of pro-feminist, pro-whatever, like just so much like it's Darth Vader. What the
He's a
fuck
villain.
do you think he's gonna? You think he's gonna be like, yeah? I
Why
finally
was she trying to
realized
collect
that.
his skin samples and stuff
Dude, no,
anyways?
it was such a weird thing, and like I never got any of the full story because I only grazed the surface. But like,
I wanna look into
I
that
very
now.
much enjoyed that, and then the fact that like somehow in our culture we have people that are like, oh my god, you cannot make a story like that. That's so degrading. Blah blah blah. We're like, well, there are psycho obsessed people. It could be male or female, but it's
Now,
Vader.
Perfect parlay into your crazy Whole Foods lady that I want to talk about.
Which one?
The one that would follow you around the store during lunch break that was trying to suck your dick.
Yeah, no,
no
we're-
names needed.
That was already a thing, and I could see the same situation if I was evil, where I've been like, well, instead of just leaving and not engaging, I'll just stab her.
Yeah, but I want
But-
to. I want.
You stabbed her?
I want you to
No, I
talk
didn't.
about this story. This is fucking nuts.
That was there. That was all there was to it.
What? Yep. It wasn't on the podcast, asshole.
We don't need to put it on the podcast.
What? You son of a bitch!
Sometimes not everyone wants to.
Long story short is I got creeped and stalked the same way that a stalker of the male gender would to other people, but she was female and did it to me, and it was awkward and weird.
Was she like the decent looking, or was she?
Yeah, she was cute and everything,
Okay.
but like it was just very off-putting. There was a lot of like psychological of just like, yo, you need to back the fuck off because right now you're giving me like stage 6 clinger vibes, and that's harder than stage 5. I don't want any of it because I literally went on lunch to go eat by myself, and you showed up at a spot that I randomly chose way away from any of the break rooms, and you still found me. So my mindset is if you're willing to seek me out this hard on my lunch break, if I ever gave you my phone number, I would never have any peace. So
You don't give your phone number. You just get your fucking
oh
balls
my
tickled
god,
in the beer cooler.
are you dumb enough to fall for that trap? No.
Just don't give me your number.
Dan, I'm pregnant.
Or you work with them, and then like they know your car,
You
they know
still
where you're
have
at,
to work with them.
and then they follow you
crazy.
home, and then they like you know
That's-
there's a lot of things that could go wrong there. This is how people like, well, he didn't respect me after I fucked him, and then they like tear your car
That's
apart,
why you turn the
or
tables,
kill
though.
your cat, or something
That's where you
crazy.
turn the
Why did you
tables.
look at me when he
You
said
get-
kill your cat?
Because we have the same cat, or did at that time.
That's
the
why
cat is still alive. He lives
I
with
know,
me now.
and I'm very glad. And this
He's
is why
never had an
I
attack
didn't
on his
engage
life.
that situation
Dude,
because
you
don't know.
this girl was gonna kill our cat.
we don't know.
That's
I
She
could
could
have.
have.
We
Well,
don't know.
You
Dan, I'm
sound
just gonna
gay
say it
right
right
now.
now.
3 dudes with the same cat.
Trash Talk Omaha needs
We were
more
roommates, it's
stalkers.
Okay.
We need more stalkers.
Dan, that's where you turn the tables, though. You get her to your house. You take her downstairs. A basement. Oh, I assume you had a basement at the time.
If I have a house, obviously.
You do a quick little sleight of hand. Next thing you know, boom, change the radiator. Tables are turned. She might like that shit.
That's the problem. What if?
I'm saying, yeah, but she can't get it. Is that you bring it?
But what if I'm not actually into that? I'm like, I kind of feel weird about
All right,
this.
Well, that's on you.
Back to Star Wars.
No.
Okay.
Apparently, Darth Vader from these new comics knows about Exegol.
What?
Where Palpatine was. Exegol.
Oh,
So like
planet?
Palpatine or Vader knew that Palpatine was going to clone himself and like come back to life, and yet he didn't tell Luke.
No, that's stupid.
And he still hasn't told Luke.
He never did. Like
No,
he's
he
got
made
force
up
powers. He's
powers.
like dying, son. I want to look at you.
But
My
he
own
also
eyes.
looks at him later when
Palpatine has a
force
planet
powers.
where he's
Yeah, he
creating
was a
his
little
own-
preoccupied being killed by his own
Fuck
son.
that. He came
could
back
have
to him
had-
as a Force ghost.
Yeah, so I'm
He-
talking
he
about.
could-
Yeah, but he
Said
came back as
Force
Hayden
Ghost.
Christensen,
Like-
and Luke Skywalker was like, "Fuck this whitey bitch."
No, you know what?
He did come back as Hayden Christensen.
I don't like that story. Basically, Vader at the end got his final redemption where he actually made up with his son. If there is any more nefarious shit, he should have been like, you know what? This is what's going down. Carry the mantle for like the change that I want.
Sure.
So if he didn't talk about that, it's because Disney got lazy with shit, and they're like, Vader knew. No, fuck that.
Exactly.
I
That's
saw-
why I
I
wanted to
saw
go back
a,
to Star Wars ended with George Lucas.
Oh,
If George
yeah,
Lucas
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
involved, it's not Star Wars.
Exactly.
George Lucas was involved with The Mandalorian.
Good. There was I saw a comic that keeps getting posted in Star Wars subreddit. It's basically it's a fan.
I don't follow a
comic.
Star Wars
Whatever.
subreddit. I
It's
follow
a fan,
prequel memes.
Okay, it's a fan comic
Okay.
that they made with where Ahsoka actually meets Luke.
Good.
And I was like, oh, great.
Finally.
It's a quick, it's like a couple panels. It's not much.
Ahsoka's the one with the white lightsabers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
Anakin's apprentice. So,
Anyway,
so when she
Turunga?
meets Togruta.
Togruta.
So when she meets Luke, and then basically she learns from Luke that he came back to the light side. And then she's like overwhelmed with joy, and then she starts crying. Like that's the end of the comic. I'm like that hit. Those 6 panels hit harder than damn near most of what I've seen. I mean,
I can see
Your
like,
nipples are getting hard.
I've read comic books where
That
I've
gets
cried
into
for it.
actual good story writing. If you have good story writing, good character creation, good like character arc, it
Oh, yeah.
makes you actually react.
That's why I love
For
Dave
sure.
Filoni. Oh my god, he is a godsend to this fucking franchise.
I mean,
Oh.
not all Clone Wars and not all Bad
you
Batch
guys-
episodes are good.
Dude, Bad Batch is
heard-
mostly filler.
I haven't watched the Bad
It's
Batch
mostly
yet.
filler.
like this.
Be my
maybe-
next thing.
I'll watch it,
It
but it's
started
filler.
really good.
Yeah, it did.
started really
Oh,
good.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
might end really good. We'll see.
Season 2 got picked up, so
Yeah,
it must be.
Oh, that's good.
I heard.
I
that
hadn't heard that.
Just-
I
Yeah.
said, that's good, right?
I said that's good, right?
Anyway, fuck. Okay, anyway, enough fucking Star Wars.
Did I
What
say
do we got?
All right. I got a story for
What do we
you.
got? I love Star Wars, but that's
And that's good, right?
Let's end it with some funny, weird news this week.
Oh my god! Please give me some weird news.
All right, this one's called "But the Squirrel Survived."
Good.
Oh my god!
I got a
Please.
chocolate covered squirrel in my office. I
Please
don't know
let
what to
the
do with it.
squirrel
Hooped a
swap.
hammer.
I really hope the squirrel went through a car window and survived.
Kind of better.
Okay.
This past July 15th, a 19-year-old driver from Hingham, Massachusetts, swerved to avoid hitting a squirrel in the road and ended up in the living room of an historical home built by Abraham Lincoln's great-grandfather in 1650.
Oh,
Nice.
damn! Save the squirrel ruined the house.
The
This is like a
Boston
log
Globe
cabin.
reported that the unnamed driver, quote, drove off the right side of the road, over the sidewalk, and into the front of the house, quote, around 6:30 a.m., where residents were still sleeping upstairs. The driver was issued a citation for failing to stay in the marked lanes.
fuck.
Ran into a house and you got a citation.
You think
Hey,
there's
don't
a
do that.
squirrel?
Abe Lincoln's grandpa, though.
Yeah,
that
that's the
kid,
best
I'm
part.
thinking,
I
like,
mean-
by Abe Lincoln? Whoa, grandpa. Oh, shit. That's how old that is. Oh, my God. That's
I
pretty
mean,
nuts.
maybe it needed a remodel then. Like, let's get Abraham Lincoln's family back to this site because there's still descendants living. He had children. Let's rebuild this.
Mary
fucking
Todd
log
pumped
cabin.
out quite a few.
Yeah,
Let's make it
I
modern.
want to say his name was Henry or something.
I fucked
Abe
my
Jr.
name. But I mean, at least the squirrel survived.
exactly.
What kind of squirrel do you think it was?
Fuck you.
A little red squirrel, I'm guessing.
The red one. I like the
I
gray.
just, unfortunately, I hear that it's Abraham Lincoln's college roommates, best friend.
Former roommate.
Makes us absolutely nothing.
What does that make us?
See our shorts as big as
I
mine.
hate it when I get my shorts twisted.
That was the friggin' warped one.
We've been jammed.
All right.
Fuck, I gotta watch
Least
that now.
empathetic criminals.
Ooh.
Empathetic?
Empathetic.
I got accused of not having empathy lately, so let's go on to this. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like girlfriend issues. This is a story about two girls, ages 16 and 17,
God,
were
who
walking
would
to a
figure?
gas station in Medina Valley, Texas on July 26th when they noticed something in a drainage ditch. It turned out to be a dead man, whom investigators believe hanged himself from a railing using, quote-unquote, what appeared to be a shirt. Fox News reported.
Good on him.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
When the girls came
fucking-
upon the body, they called a friend who called 911. But before the police officers arrived at the scene, the girls allegedly helped themselves to the dead man's gold necklace, documenting everything on Snapchat. The video was anonymously sent to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, and deputies charged them both with theft from a human corpse, which is a felony.
Oh,
come on.
Wait, can I guess Ohio?
It's at Texas.
Did
Texas.
it?
Yes, it started off in Texas.
You shouldn't even say it.
A friend of the 17-year-old
That's
told the officer she stole it because it matched her fashion style.
Oh my.
Yeah, right. It's a gold necklace.
He
You're
doesn't
like,
fucking need it. He's dead.
exactly.
Fuck off. That's
Well,
so
it's
dumb.
I
No.
found this corpse. I'm going to loot it.
No, you pay the iron price. You
That's-
kill it, you keep it.
That's a bad
They
bitch.
didn't
though.
kill it, they found
Yeah,
it.
they just found it. You don't get to keep it. 'cause
No,
you
I got
found
this
it.
chain. Off a dead man.
I found him in the gutter. Wait, what?
It's cold as ice.
Yeah, you know that fucking shit was circulating on the internet before they finally let's send this to the authorities. That's like that
Didn't
fucking.
Stephen King write a book like that?
Well, that's like the fucking Jake Paul or whatever that went and like filmed dead bodies in
Yeah,
Japan.
we didn't take their shit though.
No, but he
No,
filmed
no,
it.
like they did.
Yeah, they filmed it too.
Yeah, you don't,
don't know,
film a
like-
felony.
I kind of feel if you find a dead body,
do.
what's on it is yours.
I honestly
don't
find
film it.
that is the absolute essence of finders keepers. I mean, come on.
I mean,
Don't film
motherfucker's
it.
dead.
Oh, no, obviously
Don't
don't
film it. Yeah,
Dead-ass
no.
motherfucker.
Now, that's when you're a stupid teenage
Like,
girl
that's
when
where
you
you're
film
like,
it.
this
a
wallet
smart teenage
looked
girl
like it might have
takes
had
Did it say how old they
$400
were?
in it, and you're like,
16
yeah,
and
it totally
17.
didn't.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
I've got my
These
wallet-
credit cards might still be good for a couple days.
Yeah, I got my wallet mailed
and
back to me.
you call back
missing
later
the
after you've
$80.
maxed them out.
All right, guys. This isn't no
sorry.
philosophizing time.
You bury the body,
Next
steal the
door.
identity, buy a car. Boom.
Goddamn right. House mortgage, all that shit.
This next story is called Rude.
Can I guess Florida?
No, but not far.
Don't say it though. That's a good
It's
idea.
further north.
It's a good idea. Don't say
York?
it. But
Further
read,
north.
Read the thing. Don't say it though. That's a fun game though. It's kind of like Iowa, Nebraska, but
All right, I want to skip the
More.
very first three words because they name where it's at. A resident, John Michael Kant, 60, was arrested on July 4th for ethnic intimidation and vandalism after he applied bumper stickers to cars in the parking lots of a Mexican restaurant on the border and Tutapos Street Food and Tequila.
Or Arizona.
That was the name of the
Wait a
restaurant.
second. Period. Right there. That was a really long sentence.
yeah.
Yes, it was. So he's applying bumper stickers to the vehicles of the owners of two Mexican restaurants.
What do we think these stickers said?
That's the best part.
Build the wall. I'm gonna say build.
Go back to Mexico.
I'm gonna say build the wall or learn English.
Yeah, yeah, but I think they're gonna be funnier than that. I think they're gonna be trying to be clever, but it's gonna be like mystical.
It's
Or
like
whatever
not
Spanish for
clever,
learn
but
English.
it is absolutely hilarious,
Trying to
and
be
it's
clever.
almost like being
You say,
clever.
okay, so
They're
say,
trying to be.
I don't
clever,
think they
but
were
they're
trying to be
missing.
clever.
say it's yeah. Racism and cleverness typically don't go together.
It's kind of clever, but it's
So-
not
so
clever.
he
wanna
said-
hear it
so
at all.
He said Florida.
It's
you
really
said,
more of an oxymoron. Be
I
honest
love
with you.
clever racism. I know it's terrible.
It's
but I
oxymoron
think-
racism.
Learn English or go back to Ireland.
Hey, do you know
You
that's
said
the
it was
thing.
northern. You says more
wanna make
north than
good
Florida.
potatoes?
He said, but
Northern Ireland.
no,
Then
you said Florida.
yeah, I did.
You say it's more north than Florida.
It's north of Florida. That's what I
It's
said.
fucking like
Yeah, but
Georgia
directly
or
north or
Carolina?
the rest of the fucking country. Oh,
Which one?
Oh,
North.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cary,
said
North
north.
Carolina resident
Dakota.
John Michael Kantz, 60.
He sounds like Cunts. That's
Cunts.
appropriate.
Kantz. Kantz. something like that.
Cons.
So this is what the bumper stickers read, unless anybody else wants to give a guess.
No, please go on.
I will enlighten
I
you.
just, yeah,
The
one
bumper
second.
stickers read, I heart being white.
Oh, yeah. Bring it on. All right.
Holy shit!
That I've never heard
It's not
that
clever.
one before.
It's not clever.
It's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
No, that's
Did it
new,
look like the
though.
New York sign?
I
maybe?
literally have never heard.
It was a heart.
that.
It was not
Yeah.
I love.
I heart.
That's not an oxymoron, baby.
I've never heard of that before. That's amazing.
That is
No, but-
I would have. Oh my god, that's fantastic!
Go on ahead. Yeah.
But he got in trouble.
I heard me what?
Was there cameras? How did he get caught?
What the fuck?
It doesn't
rolling
say.
around with that. Come on.
Oh
All right.
Pretty easy
All right.
to see the guy
my
with
god!
that
It
sticker.
would concern me that someone would actually
is-
buy that and
This is the last one. It happened on my
Oh, wait a
birthday.
second. That's not the end of the story? I thought there was still more to that.
No,
one.
that was it. That was the end of the story.
Oh, what's the
Short
other-
but sweet.
What's the other one say though?
So, this last one happened on my birthday, just like 2
No,
weeks
I
ago.
want the other sticker.
Wait, there was only one bumper sticker.
No, he had bumper stickers on multiple vehicles across 2 restaurants and inside of a bathroom.
Oh,
but the one was I heart
He
being
identified the owner's vehicles
white.
and
That's right.
put it on there.
Okay, so his I heart being white.
Wait, hold on. I
These
found
Mexican
I
restaurants.
found the story.
Fuck that!
It was caught on video.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
What a
Oh.
wonderful idiot. Okay, how do you put a bumper sticker on your car and think you're not going to get caught doing shit? Especially one.
You're a
as
dumbass
wonderful
white
as
boy.
that.
Wait,
Because he
sorry.
starts being white. I like it. That's great.
Oh,
Did you
I
say
mean-
that he was 60? Did you say that in the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, he is 60, but that's yeah. It was a food and tequila place. $500.
I'm gonna come here and eat your tacos and drink your drinks, but you better get back behind that wall,
I don't
goddammit.
understand how people can be racist and enjoy.
It's a hate
the food.
crime.
I don't know.
get that.
I'm
It's a misdemeanor, assault to another
Baffled
person,
as well.
or damage or deface the property of another person. Threatened to do such an act because of someone's race, color, religion. What an idiot! It was like in the afternoon he tried to do this too.
He was probably an old retired guy drunk in the afternoon because they can do that.
Yep.
I kind of want to see it.
I want to hear what you think this person is in the next story. Then
I go on then. Go on.
I think John was going to enjoy this story.
Oh, I love that. I very much like that.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, this
Wait,
is called,
are we guessing where this one's at too?
Might as well.
it's not in the continental U.S.
Thailand.
Not far.
Russia.
Taiwan.
Russian.
Wow, good one.
China.
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 China. Okay.
China.
No one got
All
it.
right, go on.
All right, don't try this at home. An unnamed man in Xinhua,
Is it an
China,
eel in the ass?
was hospitalized after he inserted a 20
a fucking
centimeter
eel in the
long
ass.
eel into his anus
my
on July
God.
20th to ease his constipation.
That's a folk remedy.
The
People.
Wait,
folk
wait,
remedy backfired on him, however, when the
Funk?
eel slithered up into his colon and bit through it, entering his abdomen.
Oh my god!
Shockingly,
Some alien
the
shit.
eel was still alive when it was surgically removed. The surgeon said the man could have died from bacteria in the large intestine migrating into the abdominal cavity.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
Naval cavity?
Abdominal. I saw.
Ah.
as it was going on,
I-
play by
oh
play.
my-
I know
I
that.
saw that one, and then this is one comment was like, "When you can't pass gas in, you stick a snake in your ass. That's amore."
That's a more.
Oh my god. I've watched.
Was it a moray eel, or what kind of eel was it?
No, they're like what are they?
What are you looking at me like I would know?
Okay, the
You
eel
know, the type you put
on
up your ass.
sushi.
That's the type it was.
About yay big, just like your normal river eel. I don't.
Okay, so
I found them at the Asian.
This,
okay,
this
A really
appears,
skinny
this
long
appears,
dick.
this appears to be
legitimately.
listen. This appears to be a folk remedy that happens a lot.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. If this is like something that like people do, like someone put a 40-centimeter long eel.
So here's
How did they
15
get it in your
inches.
ass? Like they
Here's
just put
the
the
fucking
face
Just
thing.
there
like,
and
they just
just
like
burrows
let it.
in?
Yeah, they just. I watched
gotta
an eel
phone
in
it in,
real life.
honestly.
Like,
I
eels are
shop
fucking
at the Asian
nasty.
market regularly.
We have
Like,
live eels.
There's been 3
There's
times
one in my
where
ass
I
right
have
now.
seen live eels in a Tupperware container on the ground with water, and there's live eels in it.
They're swimming around.
Yeah, they're like, well, I mean, they're not like swimming. They're kind of just like lightly
hanging
wiggling
out.
at that
They're
point.
they're dying.
They're not doing
hanging
good.
out.
Okay,
But
okay.
literally, like, what is it, 74th and Cass, that Asian
Yeah,
market,
yeah.
I have seen crabs, conch shells, whatever the fuck those are, eels.
barnacles.
All sorts of weird things. But the eels were one that I always think I was like, huh, are there people sticking them up their ass?
Why
I
did
mean,
you
So
think
you
that?
knew that was a
Right.
thing before
That's been
this?
a thing for a while. Do you know how many
Well, that's the
cases
thing,
of
like-
that Todd and Tyler
They talk about it
multiple times
Well,
over the last couple of years.
So
but
that's
like,
the thing, though. If this is such a thing that it's known, it works. Maybe go to an eel expert, someone that can shove the eel up your ass for you,
or
that can
don't
pull it
do
out.
the eel thing.
Just tie a
take
string
a
to it.
laxative.
Just take some X-Lax.
Tie a string to it.
Tie a string. Some
Use
floss.
Tie a
hamsters.
string
All
to the
right,
eel.
we all use hamsters in the civilized world.
No, we don't. They get stuck in there, and you gotta go to the fucking
you
hospital.
gotta
You
declaw.
swallow
Real
a string,
You
but you
have
don't
to
swallow the
declaw.
whole ball. You leave part of it hanging in your mouth.
Lemon wings, so
And
lemon
then
wings.
when
Your
you start to
journey's
pass
just
it, you
begun.
pull it out, and you're like flossing your internal body. That's a real thing.
Oh, that's right.
It passes
I've
through
seen
you?
that. Yeah.
yeah.
You
Yeah, it's
shit it
pretty
out,
fucked up.
and
Is
that's
that
when you
seaweed?
cut it off or whatever.
It's
And
like,
you
yeah,
pull
it's
it
like
out
a
your
full body
body.
floss thing. It's pretty
No,
fucked
no,
up.
I think
It was
it's
a
supposed
thing
to
a
go
while ago.
through you.
Yeah, full body floss. It goes in your mouth, comes out your asshole, and they kind of.
My
fish it
favorite
out.
pump band, by the way.
Full body
floss.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that
That
are
just like
absolutely
makes my
gnarly.
body hurt thinking about that.
I would
Makes me
hope
feel
so.
good.
It's a fucking string through your. Oh.
Yeah, there's no need to do any of that.
I mean,
I
as long
believe
as
in
it's-
string
As
theory.
long as it's twisted, right? I don't think that's the same kind of string.
That's my favorite string theory now. Fuck, that's perfect.
I lost the string.
Shit.
Oh fuck.
All right, so now we've done the eel thing that we all know
Oh my
is
god.
weird as fuck.
That's nuts.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah, but they also, do rhino horn, tiger blood, fuck
there's
pangolins.
so much like
Shark
they
fins.
eat bats.
That's batshit crazy.
they do, but like
They don't eat the shit. That's guano. That's
There's a
fertilizer.
lab there too.
But we do that.
There is also a lab. That's what I just wanted to ask. Who still believes that it came from a pangolin?
Are you
that's
like
fucking
Jewish or
bullshit.
something?
And or the fucking coronavirus lab that's in
Well,
Wuhan?
yeah, but there's a lot of things about when you store animals together that are not natively together. They
Okay.
can
Yes.
pass
Yes.
things together.
Wet markets aren't
but,
the healthiest thing to do.
What I'm saying, so you take something from where's a pangolin from? Anybody know? Did anybody fucking know in this room?
Asia.
Because I have no fucking clue.
Asia.
Okay. Anyway, you
They're
take
like an
you
armadillo.
They're
Asian
from
armadillo.
Asia, northern Asia. And the bats that create the coronavirus are from southern Asia. So that's why it was very strange that a coronavirus disease broke out in Wuhan when most coronaviruses are in southern Asia. The
What
only thing
about-
that is in Wuhan is the coronavirus lab that studies
That
viral infection.
was studying gain of functions that was funded by Fauci, and then
Not funded by Fauci.
He directly
He
contributed money.
allowed it to happen.
He directly
I don't know- I
contributed
don't-
money.
Oh, so
I don't
there's
follow the
a-
money
there's
like
a
Dan does
Fauci
here.
He directly contributed
vector.
money to a
Okay.
subsidiary. The subsidiary put that money into the gain of function study at the Wuhan lab.
Was Bill Gates
That's hilarious.
I don't know
part of
anything
this?
about Bill Gates as that, but like legitimately, if you look at
he's
Fauci's
involved.
transactions, he helped
Do
fund
you have
the
his
gain of
fucking
study.
credit card receipts?
No, this is kind of open information if you like take enough time to like dig around on the internet. But the problem is if you dig around the internet,
'Cause no
like
one
that,
lies on the internet.
You're gonna get into like
Oh, Derek's digging around on the internet.
you're gonna get into like the weird bullshit where like let's hail
Yes, yeah. Obviously, you
But
very quickly
there
go
are-
down Thor's
There
hammer.
are full-on transactions that happened. He helped do the gain of function
gayness
study.
stuff.
He helped the gayness.
Gain of function study.
Gay frogs are real.
He actually
He funded it.
I think he was
He-
even trying to get to happen with Obama. Obama said no. He asked Trump to do it. Trump said, "Fuck yeah." I don't give a fuck.
They were already doing it. The fact of the matter is there's some like sketchy shit. So when anyone's like a pangolin, Jon Stewart got on like Steve Colbert's thing. It was like, isn't it weird that in Wuhan, where we were studying this virus at a gain of functions lab, it broke loose and
That's- is that
everyone like had a big tissy fit? No, that's Arkham's razor. It's the most logical thing. They're
Occam's not
studying
Arkham's, you fuck.
Occam's, whatever. The
It's
fuck
not this the Dark Knight.
Yeah, it's not Arkham, it's Occam.
Regardless, the fact that people are like saying it's a penguin or pangolin or a fucking bat when there is actually a lab that studied this shit right there. I'm sorry, it just seems stupid. Like
It's obvious.
I don't want to say stupid
I think
because it's mean.
It's common sense. It
It
really
seems too
common
convenient, but also, I mean, obviously, you're just telling me this
It's
from sources. I don't
Arkhim's
know where
razor.
you got that from.
Well, we know it's
God
Arkham's
damn it.
razor.
So I'm saying Arkham's razor. So, I mean, that's crazy that if that were a thing that I don't know, I haven't looked into this at all. I don't give a shit.
Do you know that there was a lab in Wuhan?
Not at all. I don't care.
Seriously.
No, okay. But, I mean, where are you getting that sources? That's the thing. I mean, that's
there's
thinking.
A huge, like...
Okay, great. But I'm saying I don't know where you got that information from. You're just telling me loudly. Which is unfortunately how most news is spread in America.
Okay.
It's just talking loudly.
No, you're very true. There's 4 talking heads all trying to tell you the same facts. It doesn't matter. There's still the fact that there is a lab in Wuhan.
I don't doubt
America
that.
was not funneling money through, but like donating to.
Well, America gives
saying,
China a shit ton of money anyway. So
very true.
So whatever the case is, I didn't know that, but obviously there's no way it's outside the realm of possibility that this could come out of a lab. I mean, that's perfectly reasonable to.
It's possible.
You know,
that's all you gotta say.
think.
This is possible.
But whether or not it did or didn't, I don't give a shit.
Anyway,
I just want it to go the fuck away.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, well, you're vaccinated. You're vaccinated.
Yeah, but it's still around because other people aren't.
Because unvaccinated people are still out there getting sick from it. So this is the part of the podcast when I ask people final thoughts.
How long have we been going?
Final thoughts. Dan,
Final thoughts of what?
Anything to trash talk before we go? You want to talk about your Arkham Razor again?
Yeah.
Like, I want to watch some like classic.
So in
Batman
Batman, he should have had a fucking razor to cut motherfuckers'
I'm
throats.
pretty sure he had one on his utility belt. Okay?
He's a
Batman.
billionaire.
No, he
I
doesn't.
thought
Batman.
Batman doesn't kill
Bat
people.
blades.
He doesn't kill people.
Yeah, but he's a billionaire. He doesn't need a shit.
Doesn't he
It's a
break into
business
Arkham's
decision.
fucking
But he
asylum
could
at
shave
one
He's a
point?
someone's,
businessman.
like,
Business
esophagus apart.
I'm a
Business
bat.
bitch.
He runs around
No,
getting
Business bitch.
Any final thoughts? I have none that actually matter.
Nothing else to trash talk?
I
today?
could trash talk so much shit, but the problem is that everything is up in the air as
Trashy.
far as my beliefs go, because it's like there's a lot of bullshit and then there's a lot of misinformation.
Are there lasers starting fires?
Jewish space laser.
I didn't ask that.
No.
I asked Dan if
No.
lasers are starting fires.
No, say the whole thing.
I
No,
do
no,
believe
no.
It's Jewish.
Not all
space
lasers are
laser.
Jewish,
that
though.
it's been proven lasers can start fires.
Wait a minute, what?
So
It's
Lasers
true.
are-
I will
would
agree with
not
that.
put
Everyone-
it past anyone. My main complaints is there is
Don't you wanna know why we
probably
keep
a lot of
starting
shit
fires?
that we're like
We
we
did it.
only
It's
get
my
like
desire.
the last 1% of the actual information, and so we are not able
The-
to like
what the military has, we don't.
military industrial complex.
I heard there was a fire at the Taco Bell.
Just like anything that we're like learning about right now, we're probably a lot behind on.
Danger.
And it's very hard to make informed
Danger,
decisions right now because there's not actual truth on any like platform of information.
Any advice for the people, listeners out there?
Listen to yourself, take a little bit of time away from the screen, sit down, meditate, and actually think about your shit, what it actually means.
Take a walk in nature.
Take a walk in nature.
Eat a
Take a shit.
banana.
But
Take a
also, don't
Shit
give
nature.
into any fear. You're going to die at some point, so why would you be worried about it right now? Just fucking live and find the best things without worrying about all the negative.
It's very true.
Sometimes.
I got heavy. Goddamn, man.
Well, no, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. There's a lot of things going on.
Is that
with our
trash
culture.
talk?
Final thoughts are for this, not your life. Jesus Christ.
No, that's my final thoughts.
no,
Everyone
that's
should
not final
fucking,
thought.
like, really just kind of
Everyone
embrace
should
that.
fuck
Chill
and
out.
embrace it.
Like, the All-Father wrote our stories long ago. Why would you fight it? Oh, yeah, we're going into Odin. No, that was like, that's
That
kind
was
of
an
a fucking,
Odin quote?
That's a joke from the 13th Warrior. I mean, it's a
Jesus.
statement for the... But regardless, no, there's a lot of shit going on, and anyone who's, like... There's so much division going on right now, and I love it, and I poke the bear a lot, and I also
It's
will
fun.
be an asshole just because I enjoy watching the... Like, whatever your belief is, I will probably say the other side just to be a dick, because I find it funny to see the reaction. But if you have an actual reaction that is like, it's very extreme, it's like, there's no way you could like reconcile with the other side, fuck you. That's why I'm saying that. So just take a moment to like poke the bear, have fun with each other, but realize we're all in the same
believes in nothing,
shit pot
Zabowski.
together. Unless you're a
Nothing.
lizard person.
We believes in nothing.
I'm not a nihilist, but yeah, Lebowski. I can get you a toe by 2 o'clock. It's no big deal.
The fucking violence around here.
That's my own. That's
All right. Damn,
my thing.
that's heavy.
More
Damn,
existentialism, where
Fucking
it's
hell, man.
like your own choice to do what you want with your life. You know, it's on you.
Yeah.
You are your
I
own
can wear
god.
a cape if I want to.
I am Batman.
Derek, what's your final thought on this?
On what Dan said?
On this podcast.
No,
On this
the podcast.
Just trash talk in general. How was Oberon? The bells.
It was good. I got drunk last night
Party
and I'm
cake.
buzzed up today.
Good.
That's my
Welcome.
final thought.
Welcome to your house.
What's your final thought?
My final
Is that your
answer.
final answer? All right.
What do you got?
I'm going to go to the audience. Let's see.
I like to have fun with friends.
Train your dog.
Yep.
Disney is gouging the shit out of Star Wars fans.
Yep.
Agreed.
More
Always
porn.
swallow.
Both parts.
Red pill or not, think critically about everything you approach, because you never know who's lying to you. You really don't.
Yeah.
Your parents lied to you to your whole fucking childhood about Santa. I
Until
assume
you're
Very old,
25.
Yep.
I assume everyone is lying to me in some fashion.
It's very
So
true.
just anticipate.
If you go to
lying.
college, you're going to make money.
If you go, the whole point of education is to make money. College athletes should absolutely be paid for their fucking likeness in like NCAA video games, and get a Camaro and a blowjob. You know, hey, that makes perfect fucking sense.
No,
to
I
me.
agree.
Christ,
I mean,
hell, I probably would have given a shit about
100%
football in high
Well,
school.
wait,
You
if
have
I
to-
go buy a Camaro today, it comes with a blowjob.
You have to give
Buy
a,
it for me.
You have to give a lot less
No.
blowjobs for
The
Camaro
fact
than a
that some
Ferrari.
company that is
Yeah,
selling your image is going
Exactly.
to make a fuck ton
Yeah.
of money off
Yeah,
of that,
no,
you
South-
should make
yeah,
money
South
off it
Park,
too.
South Park covered this very well, so we don't have to get into that. But if they were giving, if they had any kind of incentive when I was in high school, I probably would have actually given a shit about football and actually tried, because that means I can actually make money in high school and or college and or whatever. Anyway,
You would have fit in. Been a big old
I never
fucking
would
line,
have. I
man.
never would have fit in.
You can snap a ball. You can snap.
You're
a
not
ball.
going to fit in and you'll make money.
Exactly. That's like, anyway,
fit it into some vagina.
what else did we cover?
You can always fit it in.
That squirrel shouldn't have survived. There's too many squirrels.
Yeah, they have enough to spare.
What was the? There's nothing wrong with looting a dead body, unless you film it.
Unless you film it.
Unless
Unless
you
you
film
film
it.
it.
Yep.
Don't
That's
cut.
that's my take
It's-
on that. I mean, if I find a dead
the iron
guy, I'm gonna
price.
check his wallet for his ID, quote unquote, and cards.
And
Yeah.
The $3,000 he has attached.
Ideally,
I
your last thoughts on the last topic.
what was the last topic?
Ideally,
You keep saying that. It doesn't make it any more clear.
We're talking about meth again.
Eels.
Oh, eels.
No,
Thank you.
it's the
Our
butt.
lives
It's the
D&D.
butt stuff.
If one wouldn't get loose in my abdomen, I might try putting one in my butt.
Of course you would.
I'm not even
Sick son of a
constipated, but I
bitch.
try it.
But that just kind of goes to show how Eastern medicine is absolutely asinine and in no way scientific.
No pun intended.
No
buns intended.
Damn it, I missed my own pun. Fuck. So that's pretty crazy.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got puns, hon.
Puns,
She got a motor in the back of her Honda.
I do like some puns. I like that. I like it to be funny.
Sister, I want to get with you. I won't cuss no hit ya.
Red beans and rice don't mix.
All
well.
right, all right.
So that's my. Hey, fuck you. That's you, bitch. This is my final thought.
Well, I'm
and now I'm
wrapping
done.
your final thought up.
My final thought.
Yeah.
THOT.
Megan Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion
Thee Stallion is awesome.
the greatest voice of our generation.
You
It's a
son
songbird
a
of our
bitch.
generation.
You
I
son of a
fucking
bitch.
love it, dude. I love that fucking thought shit.
What was
song.
the lyric
Oh.
you said you liked the most?
My
Like,
favorite is
she's smoking, but she ain't.
I got a hot box, but a bitch don't smoke. I fucking love
Got a hot
that.
box, but the bitch ain't smoke.
Oh, I love that so much. I just thought the term "box" for vagina makes me laugh. So,
Yeah.
It's a biblical term.
It's very old, ancient.
I got cold.
I
I got
Thee
Cold
Stallion
Stones.
is all about the Bible.
Well, one of them, or the Good News album, I think it was like "Shots Fired." She was like, "I got cold stones. I ain't talking ice cream." I'm like, yeah. You know,
Jesus.
I love it. I love it so much.
Get a fucking bucket and a mop.
She's a macaroni in a pot. That's I love that line. Ah!
Oh, it's good
Nasty.
stuff.
Anyway.
Anyway, my final thought. Fuck off. Good night, Omaha.
Trashy.